Good evening, delicious friends. I'm Hale, the host of tonight's game, Home Sweet Home, played using the Fallout for tabletop game by Modiphius Entertainment. A little brief note before we start. While I am a cherub, an angel, generous storyteller, my players are all terrible, terrible human beings, and their characters are even more terrible and mainly not human beings. If you find that any of the hijinks of this evening are a little too much for you, please feel free to take yourself away. Take yourself away from the session. Go and grab yourself a drink. Maybe come join us a little later. For now, as costumes are changed, let us remind you that our fearless and not so heroic squad are currently in the very bowels of a vault, huddled mostly in a corridor, being assaulted by a creature known as a juggernaut. Now, we've had a single round of combat thus far in the previous session. And I, if memory serves me correctly, recorded everyone's initiatives. I did.
Indeed.
How very foresightful. Foresightful? That's a word now, I guess.
Good job, DM, that you actually kept it around. I figure that you just deleted it after the session.
No, I posted it in the chat and everything.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that single round of combat has concluded. So we will go back to the top, and we will start with Tarkus. Tarkus, what do you intend on doing?
Oh my.
Run away.
I'm intend to shoot the thing.
Okay.
With my laser rifle. Surprise, surprise.
Mm-hmm.
A bluey. Oh shit! Great start. That's how we do it around here. I guess I can reroll. Okay, is it difficulty 1 or is there no point?
It is.
I mean,
difficulty 1.
Oh look, it's 2 successes. Magic.
All right, 1 second. I'm just rearranging my screens. There we go. Look, oh, good boy and everything. Look. Excellent. Why is that not done? Oh, it has. Good. Okay. Cool. So okay, brilliant. Yeah. Awesome. So it's re-rolled and you got 2 successes.
Yes.
So you hit.
Okay.
Please.
So roll damage? Or?
Yes, please roll damage.
$14.
That's a lot of damage. Oh, vicious as well. I'm piercing. Okay, cool. Let me just make a note of that. So piercing will... Peter?
Yes.
This is a center mass hit, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That's why I got to reroll.
Yeah, beautiful. What armor do you have on your torso?
Me?
Yeah.
Combat armor, I think. Let me check, but pretty sure, yeah. Are you talking about stats?
Yeah. What's
5 physical, 5 energy.
5 and 5. Excellent. So you're going to take. So that's 10 plus 4, 14, minus 5. So you're going to take 9 points of damage.
Yay.
It's going to take quite a bit more than that, though. 14. It's going to take. Okay, so your energy rifle. You squeeze the trigger of it, and a bolt of energy spins up within the weapon itself, and then it ejects towards the body of the Juggernaut. But as it does so, there's a spark. Something happens, and the microfusion cells within the energy rifle, they explode, sending a bolt back through the structure of the gun and into your chest. The gun is not destroyed, but the ammunition that's currently loaded into it has been expended. And you take some damage on the way through, but you also hit it at the same time.
Oof. Is it it's not dead, right?
Oh no.
All right, well, I'll get up, dust myself off, and shoot another shot.
Oh. Action points, is it?
Yes.
That's all the action points gone then.
I hope someone hits. Oh, nice.
Okay, that hits. And it's 2 action. It's 1 action point, you're quite right, yeah.
Die, bitch.
This time, it doesn't. Your gun doesn't backfire. You quickly ram a new microfusion cell into the smoking. The smoke coming out of it, and it's hot in your hands. But you ram another microfusion cell into it. Quickly shoulder it and take a second shot. The blast of energy arcs through the air and impacts into its chest, and it will take some more damage.
Can I use a stim pack with my bonus action?
Yes, you can.
All right, how much does that heal me? I'm gonna use one.
4.
It will do 4 points damage.
All right, cool.
The creature takes the blast from your energy rifle like a champ.
Oh, guys. Oh.
Uh-oh. Still not dead.
All right. Finish my turn.
Cool. Next on the list then is
Wasteland.
Good Boy.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, good boy.
Good Boy.
Oh, isn't it me?
No, Good
Good
Boy
Boy
goes
goes
before
before.
you.
Impressive. Fast boy.
Good
Wait, isn't it Prometheus has 13 initiative?
He has 14.
Good Boy has 14.
Oh, 14. Okay.
Good Boy moves down the corridor behind. Who's the one furthest down the corridor? Who of the humans is furthest down the corridor? Probably Ralph. It's going to be Ralph, isn't it? Good Boy moves behind Ralph, and then takes a pot shot with his pistol. Which he is great at. The bullet goes wide.
At least not 20, so it doesn't find my bad chicks.
Good Boy says, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Prometheus, now it is your turn.
Okay, so, well, anyway, it doesn't change what I'm gonna do. The only question I have is Morg in the same zone as me?
Yes.
So I don't have to move in order to interact with him.
No.
It doesn't cost a minor action, basically. is
It
what
does
I'm
not.
asking.
You two and the Juggernaut are all in the same zone. Everybody else is one zone away in the corridor.
Okay, great. First, I'm going to try shooting this thing with the flamer. Won't spend any action points for this.
Okay.
So we got 2 action points back, right?
Correct.
1.
2.
I thought you need 2 successes.
No, one success for the first shot. Second one costs an additional action.
Right.
We needed successes before because it was invisible or something.
Yes.
And now because it was the bonus action. Okay, so I rolled damage on this.
Yes, please. Okay.
Okay, this is 9 energy, and it hits 3 more parts for half the damage, rounded down, so 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 9. It's
So
21,
12.
but it mitigates, with if it has energy resistance, maybe the 4s are 1s. I don't know if it has 3 or something, because they count as
Yep.
separate.
No, I understand. So that will be... Okay, gotcha.
I take it's still standing.
So your flamer kicks off, and a jet of flame surrounds it. It roars as it's still, obviously its aggression is still going and it's still moving.
How much initiative did this thing have?
8.
Uh,
It goes last. It goes dead last. Even lucky Ralph gets to go before it.
How slow it is.
Can't wait to see what she's gonna do this time.
Does it seem to be annoyed by the fire?
It is frustrated by the fire, yes.
Please, please.
It's now going to also take 9.
Okay, well, Morg plays next. So okay.
Yeah,
I'm not go-
3.
It's very vexed.
Okay, and I'll use one minor action called draw item,
Yeah.
which we haven't used,
Huh?
and I'll draw a stake of the gobbler out of me, out of my Truscan,
Yeah.
and I'll use an action point in order to use another minor action, and I'll feed it to Morg. I'll shove it down his throat.
Double
Okay.
this.
Hey, right. I needed that.
I say, please remember me. Super dramatically.
Does that help Morgan anyway?
Okay.
Okay, this thing heals you for 14 hit points.
14?
14, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it says you may reroll 1d20 on all strength tests until end of next scene. I don't know what counts as strength tests, if hitting counts as one.
Yeah.
But
Anything
Okay.
that requires strength as a base dice pool.
okay,
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
So you
pretty
have
good.
1 free
That
reroll.
is.
That's pretty good.
Okay, and then I'll look you into the eyes and I will fall down to the ground because I died from persistent damage. I felt unconscious.
So you'll take 10 damage from the persisted. Is that enough to put you down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also get like I've written down 11 from persistent, and I'm also injured in the main body,
You're
so
right.
that's also -2 or something.
You're
so,
right.
Yeah.
It was 11. My apologies.
Super dead.
I was trying to be generous, but okay. You don't want that. That's fine. Cool. So you're down on effectively on 0 hits. That doesn't mean you're dead.
Yeah, I'm unconscious or whatever.
Just
I don't know.
you're unconscious at the moment.
You're not dead. You just scrap.
Time to get some rare materials.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Morg
Oh, how many
can,
uncommon materials?
use me now as a battering ram or something. I don't know.
As a weapon.
You're gonna end up in Rosalind's the Chunga Blast or whatever it's called.
Junk jet.
Chunk Chat.
Electrified.
So go ahead and subtract 2 health points since it's the beginning of the round 2. Correct?
No, at the end of the turn, you take additional damage. So you get your
Alright.
action, and then you take the any whatever the the effects would be. Damage
Right,
HP.
which is -2 for that.
Yeah.
So. Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's Morg next, is it? Oh no, it's not. It's Rosalind next.
Oh, okay. How much AP do we have right now after?
Two AP.
Okay. Tarkus, how much HP are you missing?
7.
Okay, I'm gonna use my. Let me just something. I'm gonna use my action. To do a first aid action, which is I need to roll. I just found it. I need to roll intelligence plus medicine. If he has any injuries, the difficulty is increased, and if I succeed, he gets healed for my entire medicine rank plus
Oh,
how much AP I spend.
I get an injury, don't I? I forgot about this because it was like
Oh, you
Much-
do.
Maybe.
Yes, you do get an injury, and it'll be the injury in your chest as well.
So what is that? Anyone knows?
-2 hit points every turn.
Nice. Thanks, Sarah, for reminding us of that. Thank you.
I wouldn't have remembered that. You reminded us about that, Peter. So
It said that if he has injuries, it
it
gets
says-
harder.
It just says that.
Thanks,
in the
Sarah.
tools
Thanks.
there.
You're helping. You're helping.
It says if you then said, "Oh yeah, I've got one." So I mean, I like blaming Sarah for shit as much as the next person, but on this occasion, I don't think it is.
Don't defend this snitch pill.
he's
Come on.
not defending Sarah. He's blaming you because it is in fact your own
Totally
fault.
different. Yeah.
But I am benevolent, therefore I will heal him anyway.
So the difficulty
so
goes
let
up
me
by
see.
1 because he has an injury.
Yeah.
So it's difficulty 2.
Wait. Wait. Okay. Actually, no. It says attempt an int medicine test with a difficulty equal to the number of injuries the patient has. It's only +1 if it's on myself, so it's a difficulty 1.
Are you trying to heal
Right.
damage, or are you trying to heal the injury?
I think I'm trying to heal damage right now. Let me just check something.
Kikoki.
I'm just checking if I can do. Okay, I can do either. Tarkus, which one do you want? Actually, we have 2 AP. I can probably do both if you want.
Do the injury, I'd say, because I forgot. Okay, I forgot to have a radiation damage, so I'm missing not 7. I'm missing 4.
Okay.
4 HP.
Alright, then I can treat 1 injury you're suffering from if I pass, and it's difficulty 1.
Cool.
Okay, and then we'll see if we get maybe some AP from that. 1 sec. Intelligence, medicine. Okay. So I treat your injury, and how much AP do we get? 2?
If it was difficulty 1, then yes.
Yeah, I mean, it says, yeah, with
Yeah.
how many injuries he has.
Hey, I'm not
Alright.
arguing with you. Good.
Great.
Alright, since we got 2 AP, should we leave this for Morg, or should I just heal you? Okay.
It's fine. I think we should leave this for Morg. I mean, you can only heal me for HP, so
Okay.
You could take a shot.
Minor action, right?
you could take a shot.
I could take a shot, yeah.
Or you could use a
kind
minor
of.
action to stab him with a stim pack. Or stab someone with a stim pack.
Yeah, I'm looking what I have currently. Ralph, are you missing any HP?
Yeah. 6.
You're missing 6, and like if I healed you, you'd get all of them. It's not radiation.
Oh, 6 is the max you can give me. I'm missing 9, but 3 of them are radiation.
Yeah,
So-
since you are also there, I'm going to move to Ralph, and I'm going to use 2 AP to heal him. Yeah, I'm going to do it with my normal. Do you have any injuries?
No.
Yeah, I think it's still difficulty 1 though, right? Because it can't be difficulty 0.
Correct.
So, yeah. Alright, gonna do that.
Don't all checks get one more difficulty if it's the bonus major action? I don't know how it works.
Does it work for first aid too? I don't know.
First aid would be an action.
So then yes?
So it would be difficulty 2.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here it is. We get one back, and you get heal 6 because I have medicine 6.
Yay. I'm very happy.
So since I used 2, so we have 3. Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna end my turn here, like between Ralph and Tarkus in the hallway.
Okay.
Not gonna move.
In this sensible place. Okay.
Healer.
Morgue.
Morg's gonna get out his machete and then
Good man.
Have you
have
not got the
been
serrated sword, Morg?
one more time.
Have you not got the serrated sword? Because it's on the equipment list. It says serrated sword for Morg.
Yeah, I don't think he ever took it with him because I don't have it there.
okay.
He's
It's in the
just got
general
it-
equipment, so
right. I thought we sold it or
Nope.
something.
no, because it's
Okay.
got for Morg. So I assumed you were carrying it.
Oh well,
So it never got sold.
okay.
So
You reach for the serrated sword only to realise it's hanging above the fireplace back home, so you grab your machete instead.
Joe's probably using it to chop things up. God damn it! Oh,
He's cutting up limes on the bar with it.
There you go. All right, 2 successes.
Okay, so that's 1 to hit plus 1, so you get an extra AP.
Okay, I'll bank it. So I think we're up to 4.
Yeah.
And then where's machete? There it is. I don't think I get a. There we go. And it's just piercing
It's in
too.
2. That's okay. That's good. So that's you hit. The machete bites into the flesh, slips past. It kind of clatters over one of the bony plates that's on its skin, and then catches onto the flesh, and it kind of slides underneath another one. It roars. It doesn't fall, but it looks like it's on its last legs. It looks like if you'd have done 1 more point of damage, it'd be fallen over.
Oh. You know what? I can't use AP for another attack, can I?
You absolutely can if you want. Cost you 2 action points.
Sure, let's do that.
And you can do another attack. The difficulty to hit it is now 2. Base difficulty is now 2.
So, but I get a 3d20 instead of a DT.
No, you're still on 2d20. You could spend an action point to increase to buy a die as well if you want to.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we'll have 1 AP.
Mhm.
So let's see how we do. Okay.
Look at that. Perfect.
So we had 1, so we've now got 2 AP.
Yeah, you got an action point back, and you've landed a hit. All you need to do is 1 point of damage, Morg.
Now watch me.
20, 20, 20.
Nothing across the board.
Yeah. This says like 1 damage or
It's
whatever.
just a series of
AP,
like,
by the way.
oh, not too
shit.
far off. Not too far off. Okay. So piercing 2. That puts that. Okay, that's fine. So that's good. Okay. You put some effort into put your weight onto the blade and force it deeper into the creature's chest. It howls. You see a great hand strike out towards you, and you feel it grabbing hold of your hand, trying to stop you, and its strength weakens. And it slowly slopes backwards and falls to the floor. It's obviously on fire. There's blood pouring out of it. It lies backwards on the floor, dead.
Excellent. I want to use my I wanted to use Morg's bonus action to grab his board back and try it out.
Okay, you do.
Priorities, and then I take the 2 points of damage.
Okay. You take the 2 points of damage. It doesn't get a go because it died. But
Loser.
But deeper in the room, you hear a sound, an ominous creaking of metal pulling free from mountings, and you see a bulge appear on the side of the cryo container that was hit by that errant shot that Lucky Ralph took. There was a spark coming from the control panel, and you see a crack form in the front of the cryo chamber. You don't think it's going to be very long before that thing bursts open. Matter of moments. What are you doing?
Is the control panel powered? Is there
Yeah.
power in this room?
Yeah, the cryo tanks are powered by emergency power.
So someone could technically press annihilate button on the control panel if it exists. Which I should know whether it does.
You're not sure that you'll be able to have time to get to it before it breaches. You've got seconds before it goes off.
Chris, this is corridor, big room. Is there a corridor on the other side that we're trying to get to?
There's
this escape tunnel.
There's a large security door on the other side.
Would we have time to get through that?
No,
Might be locked.
it's literally. Well, you don't know, but you think in a matter of moments, this cryo tank's going to burst open and send forth whatever's inside.
In that case, I will shout to Morg, drag Prometheus through this door to us.
Oh, okay. Will do.
Morg will put his board and machete back in the holsters, and then he'll grab Prometheus and start dragging him.
Come on, buddy. Thank you for the steak. I'm getting you to safety.
Since the body's shot anyways and malformed, I don't think pressing a button that kills it would work 100% either.
Yeah, so I think we should just retreat into the corridor, stabilize Prometheus, and then we'll get some time until this thing tries to get into the corridor to, do our things before we have to kill it. Right. So what happens? Does Morg make it?
Morg drags the apparently lifeless body of Prometheus across the stones and into the corridor. There's an odd fishy smell coming from it, and it's leaking some kind of coolant fluid.
Okay, so I'll get on with preparing Prometheus. You guys keep an eye out for whatever's going to come out of that containment.
I want to heal Morg if he has any injuries. I think he does, yeah?
Close the door, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
The Chad maneuver.
Okay, more closed door. Oh, Morg don't feel so well. His tummy hurts.
The door closes, it grinds as it closes, and it kind of stops halfway, and everyone kind of draws a breath, and then it quickly slams closed. About a second after it does so, you can hear an explosion coming from the other side of this door. So something has obviously burst out of that cryo container.
Be quiet. Oh no, she gave us away.
I'm muted in game.
Stabilizing the dying then for a robot.
Yeah.
We're going to use the same rules as stabilizing the dying, but we're going to use repair instead of medicine.
I'm gonna be helping Phil with Prometheus.
Mm-hmm.
A question. I have one injury because
Yeah.
and then it says if you die, then you get an injury on the part that it hit. Now I died from persistent damage, so does that apply?
Let's say yes, but the persistent damage would have been the same location as your
Yeah, where I
as
got
the
hit
original.
originally.
So you'd be two injuries to your
Body.
chassis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be an intelligence plus repair check.
Yep.
With a difficulty equal to the number of injuries the patient has. So it's going to be difficulty 2.
Okay.
Passing the test restores the character to 1 hit point and they're no longer dying. Their player no longer has to attempt endurance survival tests to avoid death, which is exactly what you would have to do had you not chosen to do this. Or if you fuck this up, that's exactly what he's going to be doing.
Okay. So Tarkus is helping me,
Yes.
and I'm going to spend an AP. That gives me 4 dice. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow, you really don't want him to die, right?
Okay.
Well, he's too heavy to carry. We'll scrap him when we get to the top.
I'll read the next paragraph. I'll read the next
Go on.
paragraph before you go on. If you stabilize the patient, you can spend AP to heal additional health points. You can heal 1 hit point for every AP spent. You may also spend 1 AP after stabilizing a character to wake them from unconsciousness, allowing them to continue to act. So he's still unconscious, but you managed to stem the flow of the coolant, quickly reroute his power supply, and you're fairly convinced that he's now just in an active state rather than expiring.
We spent 1 AP.
Yeah.
But we get 4 back.
You get 4 back.
But we're going to spend 1 to wake him up.
Okay.
Yeah. So we should have 3 AP.
Oh, so we get 4 back. It's 5.
I thought we used that 1.
No. When you
it's
use
because
one,
I used it. All right.
yeah.
So we've got 4 AP, and then next round I'm going to heal him. I'm not going to push AP into heal. I'm going to heal him next round.
Okay.
During this round, I want to heal Morg's injury.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go to Morg while they're repairing Prometheus.
Mm-hmm.
Morg, you have 1 injury, right?
Yep, he does.
What did he say? The tummy hurts. I'm gonna call.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
call good boy, and I'm gonna be like, "Come, keep Morg company while I'm stitching him up, so he doesn't, he doesn't hurt." Will he come over?
Good boy trots over from behind Ralph, sits on the floor next to Morg and says, "If you die, I will eat you."
So, good boy, can you help me? Is he helping me?
I'm helping.
You're a
Thank you.
true friend, good boy. I would eat you too when you die.
That means I get 1 more dice because good boy's helping me?
Yeah. I will
Great.
eat your organs first. Then I'll eat your legs.
You save head till last?
Of course. Oh, blimey.
So, it was difficulty 1 or 2?
1.
I mean, I'm not sure. This looks a bit weird.
I think it should be. I think it's a base difficulty of 1 and then +1 for every injury.
Yeah,
I think that
that's
makes more
what
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's say it's from now on, like it's difficulty 2.
Yeah.
So we get 3 back, but we are at 4, so it's like too much, right?
Yeah.
So we have 6.
Correct.
And the injury is healed. You're all good, Morg.
Yeah.
I mean, no hurt, no more.
Gotcha. Does that also heal HP or no? Just the injury itself? Okay,
Just
great.
injury, yeah.
Good boy looks
That's fine.
disappointed.
You don't get to do it today, good boy.
Maybe
Maybe next time.
there will come a day.
Indeed. but I eat you first.
There's as you finish doing the repairs to both the organic and the inorganic in the corridor, there is a you can hear noises coming from the other side of the door, deep guttural roars, the sound of something impacting into metal, and after a moment or two, a strange blue fluid seeps in from around the edge of the door into the corridor. Just sort of sloshes it as if it's kind of sloshed up against the door and then seeped through a little. Rosalind, you recognise this as the fluid that was used in the cryo tank. It was a different formulation from the stuff that was used in your tank or your tanks.
Yeah. Well, as I see the liquid, I tell them, yeah, the second Juggernaut's alive. So I guess if we want to go out that way, we have to find a way to deal with him first. Perhaps not the same way we dealt with the first one.
Any ideas?
Is this liquid flammable or explosive or poisonous?
Explosive? I doubt the liquid's explosive, but maybe we could throw an explosive, like open the
No,
door a bit and throw something.
I just want to know that this liquid isn't going to suddenly ignite and the door is going shut up and the door is going to blow off its hinges. Yeah. I want the door closed while we continue to heal Prometheus.
Is it time?
No, fuck off.
Yeah. Does Targus know what this liquid is?
I'm not going to make you make a roll. I mean, you can probably surmise it's the fluid from the tank.
And it's all flammable because it's like some
No, it's a
life supporting like fluids.
yeah, it's a little bit like amniotic fluid, I guess, in a way.
Amniotic fluid. Yeah. All right, but I tell Ralph that.
I am going to try to heal Prometheus some more hit points, if possible.
I'm helping.
Right now I have 1 hit point, right? Because of all the things they have done to me.
Also, you come online. You suddenly come online. Your processes kick in. Your eye stalks suddenly spring upright. Your propulsor suddenly kicks into gear. It stutters for a brief second, and you kind of like propelled upwards up against the wall for a brief second, and you kind of like your arms go all over the place in a panic for a brief second. Your eyes are kind of like the way that the irises kind of like rotate while you're trying to calibrate really briefly, and then you realise that you're back to operational again. Although you know you're in a really bad state.
Do your best R2D2 voice.
Like a newborn baby just opening its eyes, the first thing I see is Ralph, and I wrap my pincer around his neck, and I say, "My savior, I always knew we were the one."
Yep, like a newborn baby with the same fucking intelligence. Right. I will try to repair him.
We'll be funny with Mama.
Yeah, Tarkus is healthy. Yeah. I would be deactivating the fucker. What's the difficulty, Chris?
So he doesn't have any injuries now, so the base difficulty is going to be 1.
Is the persistent damage, let's say, do we consider it
That's been
healed?
That's resolved as part of the stabilization thing.
I mean, Ralph has a multi-tool, which lowers it even more, I guess, to 0. So
Can't be 0.
It'd be 1.
Right. So that's 4 successes.
Okay. So a success on this roll will cause him to gain a number of hit points back equal to your repair rating. You can spend additional AP to increase that.
Can I spend the AP that I've earned here? The 3? Yeah. Okay, so my repair rating is
6.
6. Yeah, thank you. And so 9 hit points back.
Prometheus.
It's where you say thank you, fuckhead. Yeah. Yeah. You heap of shit tin can. Yeah.
Still love you. Nothing will change that. But sorry, I missed it. How much did I?
9.
9. Okay, I'm at half hit points. I'm at 10
Okay.
out of 21. Just letting you know.
Okay, we'll try again the same if we get another round, but we'll
So
have to see.
during this round, Rosalind will talk to Good Boy.
One shield mark. Talk to good boy.
Wait, how much is Morg missing? I thought he could heal a lot from the Gulper. Like, he could heal like 14, no? I
Yeah.
thought that was it.
Yeah, he's pretty well off now.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I knew he had an injury, but okay. So I'm gonna talk to Good Boy. I'll be like,
The next time he
Alright,
is
so-
injured, could you just leave him?
the next time you are injured, do you want me to leave you?
Of course not.
Exactly. So, explosives. Let's talk explosives. You like explosives, right?
His tail starts wagging.
Exactly. So I like explosives too. What do you think do you currently have in your inventory or I have in mine? And I show him a Molotov.
He turns
That-
around and shows you the mini nuke that's attached to his back.
Alright, except that, what do you think does the most damage to those things out there? Explosives expert.
This, he points with one of his arms to his back.
Yeah, except that, because that's gonna do damage to us as well, and we kind of want to avoid that for now.
Oh, not necessarily. In the hands of an expert, it could be a precision weapon.
Alright, I know that you consider yourself, from what I can see, well, portable fat man or something, but we're looking for something smaller. Alright, how about the Molotovs? Do you have something better? Grenades?
Oh, I suppose we've got grenades.
Yeah? Which ones do you have?
I suppose, will deploy. How many grenades did you have left over?
3.
Okay. Good Boy one of its arms will deploy into a compartment on its back and place 3 grenades on the floor.
Okay, these grenades do more damage than the Molotovs, right? I don't know, so I'm asking everybody.
Depends on who uses them. Like if I use the Molotov, maybe it does more, especially if you consider the persistent damage.
Okay,
But
and
maybe if Good Boy uses it, yeah.
how much explosives does Good Boy have?
I'm an expert.
No, I meant in the numbers expert.
Yes, I'm an expert.
Morg, how much explosives does Good Boy have?
I don't think
Probably
Morg's
more
gonna have any idea. Good Boy is very good with explosives. He's the best with
Okay.
explosives.
Paraphrasing it until she's happy.
Okay, well, my idea is like this. Perhaps maybe we should open the door just a bit, like let's say half, because there's no way the Juggernaut goes through if it's half. We don't really care about things that are on the other side of the door, so maybe we'll let Good Boy be close to the door while throwing the grenade, so in case it explodes, nobody else gets injured except him. We see how it goes, and then if the thing's not dead, then Prometheus can go and throw a Molotov cocktail at it as well. Does that make sense, team?
Did you see how much damage that thing took before it went down?
Yeah, I think you should throw the Molotov, Rosalind. Like, I'm not going near that thing again.
Well, you don't have to go near to throw, no? No?
Alright, we'll just bring you back, Prometheus.
Do you see this? Like, I don't know. Probably I show him like one part that is still hanging because it is unrepaired.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's still hanging off of you.
This hasn't happened before.
I
This
mean,
has never happened to me before.
First time for everything.
I mean, things hanging off. They've happened before.
Yeah, but this thing isn't even edible. It's not worth it.
How do you know it's
Wait,
not edible?
how would you know that?
Yeah, it could be edible, you know. I mean, they
It
are
is
organic.
super rare meat developed in a lab that you will never find anywhere else.
It's a super
you-
ghoul.
We literally fed these things like the best food and the best viruses in existence. Like, you cannot find
Okay.
this type of meat anywhere.
So if I cook it, you'll eat it. You promise that you'll eat it.
I look at Morg. Morg, you promise you'll eat it?
Sure, Morg will eat anything, but does not try to eat him first. But then, sometimes, Morg will do that too after Morg kills it.
He'll eat it. How about that, Prometheus?
I know Morg has a refined palate, like he has proven it countless of times, but you know, it feels like what I'm doing for this party is unappreciated sometimes.
I look at
So-
Ralph. You brought him
Just
back?
shakes his head.
For what?
Listen,
Yeah,
Robert,
I know.
if it doesn't make me irradiated, I'll eat it. How about that? Deal?
Will it make him irradiated? Like I turn towards
Uh,
Rosalind.
I turn to Tarkus and I say, I don't think it's radiation you want to be worried about regarding that meat. You know?
Then it'll be fine.
Well,
Okay.
there
We
is
haven't
a
got long to
3% chance, Tarkus, that
We
you
don't
will become
really
one
have
of
a lot
them.
of time to discuss
which might be an
gourmet
improvement.
meals because that thing's going to come through the door shortly. So how are we going to deal with it?
So we can't really go anywhere else, right?
So we
Then the
can't go through the lift shaft because it's
elevator's fucked.
fucked. We'd
Nope.
have to climb it manually. We could try to go back the way through all the corridors, but there could be a lot more of them out there.
The stairs. There's. Do you know how many people lived in this complex? Over 400. All of them could be in there right now.
Yeah.
I'm not going by that. So I think one juggernaut is easier
Actually-
to deal with than all those.
Good boy, don't you have any mines? Like I've seen you plant them before. Don't you have mines?
Oh, we have an excellent minefield at Hope.
And lasers.
Really?
Any mines on
Lasers?
you right now?
No. If I had a workbench, I could make some.
Chris, how much damage does the nuke do, the mini nuke?
A lot.
Is it going to damage the structure of this building?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Even
that's-
its
I-
precision?
I have objections to using a mini nuke.
I said it. I said it.
If you, like, all of you will know, like, all of you have seen the yield of a mini nuke before. Well, actually, probably Rosalind hasn't. But everyone who isn't pre-war has seen the yield of a mini nuke before. It's a ridiculous amount of damage, and in a contained area like this cave, it will almost certainly cause structural damage, if not bring the ceiling down.
Okay.
Just the oxygen snuff could be insane.
It might be that Good Boy could implement the mini nuke, because you know he is good with explosives. It could be that Good Boy could implement the mini nuke in more precision ways than you are used to seeing raiders throwing them around as. But whatever happens, there's a really good chance that whatever the yield of this thing's going to be, whether it's directed or not, is going to cause damage to the fabric of the or to the structure of the base.
Okay.
Yeah.
While we discuss this, do I have a chance to try to repair Prometheus again?
Yes, you can have another go.
I'm helping.
Can I
I'll use
help
an action
as well
point.
this time? Maybe he wants to throw a Molotov afterwards.
Yeah,
I don't have repair though, so maybe not.
afterwards
So
maybe.
4 successes, so that's
So that's 3 action points back.
okay. So that's 6, and I'm going to use 2 of those 3 action points to go back to Prometheus. So that's another 8 hit points.
Okay.
And we have our full 6 action points.
Okay, now I'm feeling more confident about throwing Molotovs around.
Nice.
I'm even gonna give you one
Exactly.
because
Very
I have
cool.
2 on me. I'm gonna give you one, Prometheus.
Oh,
Here, A Molotov for you.
How's that door
George.
looking?
Door's looking fine. You can hear all sorts of noises coming from the other side.
Right. And then how's that fluid looking? Any more?
No,
Any
it's just
fluid?
like it's just like a wash of fluid, kind of impacted the bottom of the door, and some of it seeped through.
Okay. I have a question. So, if the door is open, can it get through? Hale.
If the door was open, it could eventually squeeze its way through the door and down the corridor, but it isn't going to be able to, like, it will be able to reach in. If it was standing next to it, it could reach in about halfway down the corridor, but as long as you're further back than that, it isn't going to be able to attack you. If it's not attacking you and trying to squeeze its way down the corridor, it will eventually get through, but it's going to be slow going, and it will effectively be vulnerable while it's doing it.
I would
Alright.
like to add something. So the one we were
Before
fighting
you
earlier.
add something, can Tarkus jury the door to open halfway?
Yeah.
What would I need to roll, a science thing or a repair thing or something?
You could do it. It would be repair, really.
All right. I explained my idea with the group.
Okay.
Try to tinker with the door. It opens halfway. Then we shoot the thing until it either dies or runs off somewhere else, the opposite side.
Okay, it's a good plan.
You don't
I
know, it
wanted
can just hide.
I wanted to say that the one that we were fighting before was out of its shell for a long time. It might have been weakened. This one, it was just now awoken, so it could potentially be stronger than the one we fought. Does that make sense, GM?
Great.
Thanks, Sarah, for helping.
I mean, I know
Okay.
like how the Juggernaut works, I guess.
I think Tarkus' plan's a good one. We use the advantage that we have because it can't get to us. We stay well back from it and we open fire and we keep firing until, as Tarkus says, we put it down or it runs away. But we just keep we just keep that's the only thing we do, because if you don't want to go toe to toe with it, they're lethal.
It could break
Well-
the door, you know.
But it can't get down the corridor.
Morg likes this idea, but Morg sees problem.
Go on.
Morg doesn't have any bullets for big gun or any bullets.
Well,
Okay. But Morg can hang back, yeah, while we
Okay.
pepper it with ranged weapons, and then as it gets closer, you could step in and finish it off. I just don't want you getting
Oh.
hurt like you were before.
as more we want you, the moment it's trying to like claw its way, like tear the door open for you to hack its limbs.
Okay, Morg can do that. Okay,
Yes.
good idea.
You hear
Thank
a sound like an explosion from the other side of the door, and a howl of pain.
Or we could just sit here and let it kill itself.
Moments later, some of that fluid starts to seep through the door again, as if something's sloshed up against it.
Oh no! Is it trying to free even more of of its kind?
Well, I hope
Let's
it
get this
doesn't
door
block the
open.
door. If it
Let's
blocks
get
the
this-
door,
Let's get this door open and see if we can engage it before it does anything else.
All right, Ralph, I need you to
Yep, I'll help.
try to.
Or I'll do it and you can help.
Yeah, I'm gonna be basically giving you instructions about my idea, and you'll probably implement it.
Okay.
So you have more knowledge about mechanical stuff.
In repair?
Yes. Okay.
3 success.
You followed Tarkus' idea is pretty sound. He knows exactly what he's talking about. He talks you through the circuit diagram for the door, and you jury rig it to give it sufficient power to be able to open, and it slides open and then stalls exactly in the place that you wanted it to do so.
Yep.
As it does so, there's a little flood of thick, viscous blue fluid kind of washes over your boots, And it's quite obvious that there's about a foot of this quite thick, sludgy material across the entire surface of the cave beyond. You can see both of the cryo chambers on the other side of the cave, are one of which has burst open.
Yep.
The other of which has been broken into. So
Right.
the metal is pointing inwards. You cannot see any juggernauts.
Okay.
Is the door on the other side open?
It is not.
I think they're using whatever natural invisibility they have again.
Yeah.
How about we sneak through? Actually, I don't remember. Was there any locked doors or anything? Like, where's the exit? I don't remember the
There's a
layout of
security
the
door the
room.
other side that we need to get
Yeah,
to.
it's a large security door. It's like a big rolling shutter, but it's a big steel security door. It's about the size of the back end of a truck.
I mean, I realize Prometheus, it's easy for you to float, but we have to sneak through like a pool of like sludging liquid. I don't think that's
Okay.
viable.
Everyone fall back. I'm going to take a grenade. I'm going to lob it in through the half-open doors and then fall back.
Maybe a good boy should do that.
Yes, maybe I should do that. That's my department.
Like, we can all stay back, and good boy can go in the front and throw it, so we're fine in case he fails, you know?
Or maybe I should throw
Which
a
he won't
Molotov,
fail.
so I put them on fire and you can see them just like last time because they're invisible.
How will a Molotov work into a foot of blue liquid?
Prometheus, could you do a perception survival check for me, please?
Yeah, I'll use an action point. What do you say? Perception, survival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The usual.
Is there a problem with that?
What you said.
Oh,
The
here we go.
extra dice.
The extra.
Okay.
What the successes?
You look through the gap in the door. You start to use this, take advantage of the fact that you have some basis for understanding where the previous creature was, based on motion rather than vision. And you try to apply that as you're looking through the door. You can see that there is a blackish reddish, like at some distance on one of the container that's been blown into. There's a blackish reddish smear on the side of the metal that looks like it might be blood, similar to the one that you put down before. You are not sensing motion.
Can I see where the blood leads? Are there tracks on the floor?
No. There's unfortunately what's on the floor is a large puddle of bluish fluid. You can't see tracks on the floor, and you're not detecting motion. Critically, it's this. You aren't picking up the fact that there's something stealth like you have previously. You're fairly convinced that they're not stealth, or if they are stealth, they're not visible to you where you physically are at the moment. You might have to venture into the room in order to be able to detect them better.
Okay. Well,
Chuck
I
a
can see
Molotov
them.
on there. Goobo chucks a grenade in there. Let's see if we can flush them out.
How big is the room?
It's a large. So this was a loading dock similar to the one on the other side, and it was retrofitted for containment. So this is a large area that originally used to have large amounts of supplies in it that were all shipped out and moved into the other dock. So it is maybe 100 meters across.
Oh.
So from
Alright.
where your door is to the security door is maybe 100 meters.
From the door, can I see anything that, if something flammable was thrown at it, would explode, like enough to cover well, probably a lot of the room. Can I see any device, anything flammable? I mean,
Make
check if needed.
a perception survival check, I guess.
Okay. How many how many AP do we have?
Five.
Is it full?
Five.
Yeah, I'm gonna use one.
There isn't really any like containers of explosive materials in this room, but there are pipes towards the. You know that there are pipes towards the ceiling. Some of which are carry water, some of which carry gas. If you could breach one, that would almost certainly be useful as some kind of inflammatory. That's not the right word. Flammable source. You could flood the room with gas and set fire to it to cause an explosion. Yes.
How would we go through afterwards, though? That's like I say this to the group.
Yeah, you'd have a large burning room instead of a large room filled with.
Okay. I say this to the group. By the way, 3 successes is how much I needed, or?
No, you get two action points back.
Okay. Well, 6 then. Yeah, I say this entire thing to the group, including the fact that gas would fill the room, and maybe not the best idea.
Sounds decent to me.
I mean, if they were around, wouldn't we see the liquid, like?
Yeah, and that plays into what Prometheus was looking at. He was looking for the motion in the fluid, and his vision is slightly different from yours, so that he can pick up maybe air currents and things like that. He's not seeing something moving through the space.
How tall is the ceiling?
It's maybe 40 meters up. It's tall.
Really
This is like a natural cavern.
Okay. That's bad. Anyone have any ideas?
Belt.
Do I know whether if we turn on the power, there is something inside this room that could like reveal their like remove their ability to become invisible? Because I don't really know why they're invisible. I'm supposed to know, right? As the doctor.
So you know that they are susceptible to mutation, and that there's a fairly good chance that the one that you've seen may have gained that ability through mutation.
Okay.
But you've no idea what the other two, how the other two have mutated. They may have mutated in the same way or in different ways.
Okay. So, power makes no point. It has no point about this, no?
So there's potentially 2 of them out now. We cannot see where they are. I'm not really fond of going through this door anymore. I'd rather go through the stairs.
Well, I have supplies for about 1 week or something.
It would last longer if we had less people.
Sorry, what's happened?
We're just trying to decide which of the humans has to.
No, not you, good boy. I'm talking to anybody except you.
Yeah. So basically, there's 2 of them now. Probably we can't see where they are. I'm not really a fan of going through this door anymore at all.
Hello?
Unless someone has a plan.
There are like potentially 400 ghouls through the stairs. Do you really want to go there?
You know, there's more than 400 ghouls. You know there is, because the facility was designed to hold thousands of people, and the what was intended to happen was they were supposed to be woken up generationally, but you think that that's gone completely haywire, and there's probably thousands of ghouls in this facility now.
I convey that.
How many of the Juggernauts do you guys have around?
Oh, only 3. Only 3 that I
Yeah.
was alive and awake while they were created. There is always a possibility that one of the blinded has turned into a juggernaut. So, let's say out of 100, around 88% of them die or turn into ghouls. 12 turn into the special blinded ghouls that you guys have already seen, and 3% of those 12 may develop some additional mutations and turned into, well, the juggernauts. These 3 are the only ones that I know for sure are here, but if we do go by the stairs as you are suggesting, there is around, she calculates, I don't know, percent chance that we're going to encounter a juggernaut there as well. So,
There
it's
might be
kind of
another.
juggernaut or juggernaut.
There might be 30 juggernauts in the base based on your maths.
Potentially, yes. Thank you for the maths. Yeah, I think this room is the only way out for us right now.
So, have we tried Molotovs and grenades to flush them out?
You haven't tried throwing anything yet.
Yeah, where do you want
It's
me to throw it?
So the reason why we haven't tried it is because we just found out the room is about 100 meters long, and if we throw a Molotov, how much can it get? Like, if we're throwing blind, then we're probably not even gonna hit it, and it can dodge probably.
We could throw in one of the 3 grenades if you like.
How? What is the explosion radius of a grenade? If anyone knows.
Up to the GM, I guess.
Great, thanks.
One
wanting
zone.
I think
one
it
zone.
was like
Yeah, one zone.
And how much is one zone? How
Sorry,
much
V.
of this room is a zone?
it was, if I remember right, it was like 4 squares. So, but I don't know. Because remember, it's going back to the when we were doing the ambush at the bunker.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it was like 4 or maybe 5.
That's really helpful book. So useful. Thank you for explaining to me what a fragmentation grenade is, but not telling me any information about what the actual range is of the explosion.
Maybe Prometheus is right. Maybe we do need a bait. I look at Good Boy. And then we can, the moment they reveal themselves, we just all shoot.
I agree.
Who is the fastest one? I look at Good Boy.
In the liquid?
Prometheus, clearly. He hovers, so he will not be impeded by the fluid.
Ah, I thought you were the best at everything, Good Boy. Isn't that what you were saying earlier?
I cannot fly yet. These humans have not yet given me that functionality.
Morg think it might be best that Morg be bait since Morg doesn't have bullets.
If I get in the room, will I get another check? Like, this is another character question.
Perhaps, yeah. I mean, you'll definitely get another check if you go in the room, yeah. But from your current vantage point, without going into the room, you can't detect any motion. Okay. So, if you imagine your cone of vision that you're looking into this room, there is no motion in that cone of vision. If you were to get in the room, you'd be able to see more of the room, and therefore you might be able to detect something that was invisible isn't the right word. You'd be able to detect the motion of something that you couldn't see. Okay. If it behaved in that way.
Like, I knew we didn't have the bravest of humans in this group, but Morgan, I'm kind of disappointed from you. I didn't expect this from you. But yeah, I'm willing to be the bait. But what should I do? Like, let's say they attack me. Do you want me to bring them over here or what? Because bait is bait, you know?
I mean, okay, for him to go out, we would need to open the door completely, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, well, he could throw a Molotov on them if they attack him, so then we can see them and we can shoot them while he runs back.
I guess that's the plan we have for now.
Maybe Good Boy can help too. If he sees them and they're far away, perhaps Good Boy can throw a grenade before they get to him. Because when he leaves, he's gonna make another check. He might see them. They might not be right next to him. They might be somewhere else. So we can catch that opportunity for Good Boy to throw a grenade.
I could do that, or I could deploy the mini nuke.
Not at this point in time.
It is
Thank
a
you.
big room.
It would take them both out.
And us.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay,
Yeah, what are we doing?
so Tarkus, would you kindly?
Yes, Ralph, would you kindly?
Don't worry, Prometheus. Morg will grab you if, you start getting damaged.
I'm gonna. I want to
damage.
look like Ralph. You're gonna do it, right? You will go and try to open
Yeah,
the door fully.
yeah, sure.
All right. I want to look at the door while the entire time while he's doing this, so that like a random juggernaut hand doesn't try to reach out and grab him and pull him out. I want to like be on alert to warn him if I see something on the door frame.
Okay.
Yeah, it's from. I'm just watching.
Okay, so you don't need to make a repair check. You effectively reverse what you did.
Okay.
And you remove the blocker that you've effectively put in place to stop sufficient power for the door to open, and the door grinds open. There is a noise of steel on steel as it slides open, and more of the sludge pours into the room.
Okay.
Okay. I am holding the grenade that the Molotov that Rosalind gave me, and I walk into the room.
Okay. Awesome. All right.
Yeah. I go towards the tanks.
Really? Okay. Not really for you. Not dead. Might be dead in a brief second. Prometheus, you exit the door.
Mm-hmm.
And as you exit the door, your eye stalks are on point. They're looking all over the place. You don't sense any emotion in the first instance. As you get out of the door, you see look at the room, and you're not seeing like the motion through the fluid that you're expecting to see. And then your eye stalk looks up, and you see a hand coming down towards you.
Oh, great.
But it's not a hand coming down towards you to grab hold of you. It's a hand coming down towards you because the body is falling from wherever it was hanging on to in the first instance. You think that maybe it was reaching down to grab hold of you, but it's messed up its hold and it's now falling down on top of you. I'm going to say... Do you want to...
No.
How are we going to do this? Let's do it like this.
No.
What's your physical damage resistance?
Okay. 3.
Okay. So what we're going to do is you take 1 point of damage from a very large, heavy object, biological object hitting you from above. Can you make an athletics check for me, please?
Okay.
Oh, what you say?
Strength athletics? It says strength here.
Yeah, just do a normal athletics check.
Okay. That's gonna go well. I'm going to use an action point.
Okay, fine. Yeah, no
go.
problem.
If this saves me.
More 20s as a go.
Oh, it actually went well.
Okay, good.
Amazing.
So you get hit by it, but you because you've sensed that you've seen it coming towards you. You kind of power on your thruster and you try to get out of the way, and it kind of hits you in the side and knocks you into the further into the room. It lands on the floor. There's a great splash of the blue viscous gel, which then is cascaded everywhere. Ralph, it goes up the side of your body. In fact, both you and Tarkus, who are close to the door, get coated in the stuff, and it runs into the corridor. The juggernaut in front of you, that's now lying on its front in a bit of a tangle, is scrabbling to get up. This one looks a little different from the previous one. It seems to have more bone growths over its surface, and it has on its neck. It has some kind of weird two red. They look like kind of cancerous growths on the side of its throat.
So there's a door that the rest of us are.
Mm-hmm.
That thing that has landed, and then Prometheus on the other side.
Yes, it's landed face down on the floor. Combat ensues. This creature will not get a turn.
I'm too pile in. Okay. I guess I'm first. Should we initiative roll? Or?
Yeah, for your initiatives, yeah. Initiative it's the same as the previous one, isn't it?
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe that thing has a different initiative. I don't know.
No, it has the same initiative.
Yeah.
So, Tarkus, what are you doing? Literally, it's just landed. It's within feet of you.
It's about to get shot. So, from what I understand, I can use my minor action to aim.
You can.
So maybe I'll just try to aim for the cancerous growths.
Okay.
Okay. Get 1 AP back, I assume.
Yes.
If you aim for body.
Does it increase? Does it increase the difficulty because I aimed?
It does.
Plus from diff.
Then never mind. Cool. Do I roll damage?
You do.
Ooh. That's 17.
That's quite a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got piercing 3. That's it's a fuck of a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think that removes 21 resistance in the cancerous growth. Yes.
Yeah, might get a bit worse than
All
that.
right. 2, I get a sense of is it hurting it extra, because of where I hit it?
No, but you do get a sense of what happens as a result. Let's think about this. Ralph, Rosalind, and Tarkus all roll 5 combat dice for me, please.
Humans.
Uh-oh.
What you say? This radiation? Oh, lucky Ralph
is lucky again. Lucky by name, lucky by nature. Right, those of you that rolled effects on your combat dice, the faces on your combat dice, take that many points of radiation damage. The shot impacts into one of the growths on the side of the creature, and it bursts. As it does so, a cloud of greenish looking gas kind of explodes out into the area around the door and in the corridor, engulfing you all immediately. You will take effectively 5 dice of radiation damage, except for Ralph, who takes none because he's the luckiest man alive.
Does it matter where it hits us?
No.
How much we have resistances or stuff like that?
It's a global thing, so it's effectively hitting you in the throat.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Next time, if you see one with grenades wrapped around it, shoot it in the grenades.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna shoot again. This time,
Other growth?
Same location.
no. This time in the center. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, get 1 AP back. So we're at 4. Oh, I don't know why I rolled again. Ignore that. Oh, that was not good. 9.
Yeah.
9 with piercing 3 though.
Yeah.
That's still good. So
Yeah.
this is a more armored target than the previous one was, but you're still carving through it with your shots. Just to let you know, that first shot that you did where you were targeting the growth, it won't be able to take advantage of that for its first turn. So it's basically it can't act this turn, and it won't be able to use it on its next turn.
Great. Nice. I did something. Good. Maybe.
You did something good.
All right. Yeah. And I end my turn.
Okay.
I mean, hopefully it's gonna die like the next turn, so probably wouldn't have acted.
Good boy. Where have you gone, good boy? There you are.
Hell.
Goodbye.
Good boy will snap a shot off with his pistol. Somewhat surprised. And actually hits.
Amazing.
I don't know how much damage he does. Let's say that many. Oh, he actually does some damage as well. No, he doesn't.
Well done, good boy. 2/3
Uh,
of 5th. Fuck all.
So the bullet lands into the mass of the creature and reflects off of one of the bone growths on its body and disappears off into the cavern.
Next.
Nice. Next is Prometheus.
Okay, I'm going to try to hit the one that's laying down, like with my flamer.
Okay. That hits.
All right,
Just.
barely. Okay. Basically, if it has more than 3 energy resistance, like the extra hits don't count, like in the other body parts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It has 4 armor.
Yep. So basically 2 damage, but persistent for 4 turns.
That's okay. No, that is actually worth something. So, and so it's going to be 2F for 4 turns.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Damn. Okay. And okay. Question. If I use the rally action, with the ready, action, which is like, if that happens, then do that. Can I use it like, if I see the other one, like, hit it with a flamer?
You can if
I-
you spend the action points to do so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to commit those action points to do that though?
I think it's worth it if I light it on fire, to be honest, but I think it's worth it, to be honest. I think it is worth it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Spend the action points out of the pool. You are effectively ready to do a second attack when
If the other one,
one
goes
presents itself.
So we're at 3 AP?
up. 3 or 2.
3.
No, it should be 3, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and I end my turn.
Perfect. Rosalind.
And I'm gonna shoot it with my electrified jump jet.
Very sophisticated scientist that you are.
Well, she is a
Daka,
scientist
Daka.
who made these juggernauts, so yeah.
Yeah, what a moron.
By accident. Oh my god.
Yep.
Got any luck
Sad.
points?
Yeah, but no. I will shoot,
Lack
and it
points.
will miss.
What are those things?
And I don't want to use it for this.
Okay. An
Um,
electrified teddy bear flies across the room. You hear a splosh.
And I say, "Oh, I thought the other one was over there. Seems like not."
Good boy says,
Next.
"Nice."
Next.
Okay. Morg.
I thought
guess-
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I thought Hill would say like a banana peel harmlessly hits it in the chest or something.
Well,
I don't know.
it would be harmlessly hit with an electrified teddy bear, so no, it's not gonna do that.
Is it time for Morg to go finish it?
Uh-huh.
Go Morg.
Okay.
Go get it.
Go.
The Morg will run up to it and hit it with his board. So, yeah. Do that real fast. 3. We get an action point back.
Get an action point back.
Yippee.
2 action points back.
Oh, okay.
Yippee.
Hell yeah. Now
Hell yeah.
board time.
It's board time. It's board time.
Make sure. I hate how it doesn't say what you click on. Like I gotta remember it's board time. There you go.
10,
Ooh.
12. Persistent and vicious. Lovely. So 12. Plus 12p. 2. Cool. You smack it with the nailed board, and it the nail impacts into the flesh, and it drags around one of the bone growths, opening a large gout out of its chest. Is that the end of your go? It's still writhing. I say out of his chest, it's face down, out of his back.
Okay. Well, but I'll do 2 action points to make another attack.
Okay. So this is now difficulty 2.
Gotcha. And I'll spend 1 more, so we have 2 action points to get an extra die as well.
Good call.
All right, there we go. 5 successes.
Okay, so that's 3 action points back.
Pack will be
He goes up. And now damage.
Go Morg. Let's go
Yes!
Morg. Let's go Morg. Let's go.
Wow.
Okay, so that's
Rosalind's
18,
really
18.
impressed.
6, 48.
Or he's like,
And then
Yeah, those
another
other super mutants and stuff, they're
16
dumb.
P2.
Morg is the best.
I'm just going
to
to add
fight
that
those
onto that.
flames.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 20.
is it still alive?
Wait, if he gets the persistent damage, he's the.
He's still alive. He's still moving around. You're not quite sure you've managed to go through half its hit points yet.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
It's pretty tough.
I got you.
It's fine. Ralph will
Um,
finish it off.
Is that the end of your actions, or did you want to spend more action points and take another attempt at hitting it?
What do you think, guys?
Go for
How
it.
mu-
Go
Isn't
for
it like
it.
4 right
Alright.
now?
No, it's just 2 AP per extra action, I think.
I thought
Alright.
the second time you take an extra action, it's 4. Is
I,
it here?
I think he home ruled it to be
Yeah,
2,
2.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It's like a home rule thing.
We'll do 2.
Go for it.
All right.
But the
So
difficulty
this one
is
of
now
these-
3.
Yes.
All right. So how many action points would this be?
Two action points to
Alright.
take an additional attack, and it's now
Gotcha.
a
Take
Take
difficulty.
another action point for another dice.
Yeah.
So you need
So I'll
3
do
successes
that
to
one.
hit.
All right. So I'll do that and I'll
Plumbing
give
into
it
the
a
thing.
roll.
Hey!
There we
Oh
go.
shit!
So that's 1 action point back in the pool,
All right.
and make another damage roll.
All right. Board. Come on, board. There we go.
Oh no.
Not as good as
Oh,
before,
no.
but
Morg, have you got any luck points?
Lack points, what are those?
I have 1 left.
Oh, what? You have 1 left after all these sessions with no lack point refills? That's crazy.
You could spend a luck point and re-roll 3 of those dice.
All right, I'll do that, and then it's just a roll. What is it? 3d20 or
No,
what
just
what-
just on your top of your character sheet. If you click on the face,
Oh,
and just do
okay.
3 combat dice.
that and then. Oh, that's a lot easier than me remembering how to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So 8 is
That's right.
2
9 damage. Yeah, it's okay.
Come on. That is
6 plus
wow.
an additional 4.
I think that first melee attack made you go out of steam.
I mean,
yeah.
you're still not quite at half of its hit points, but you've done quite a lot of persistent damage to it. So
Does it stack in your wounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
well, they apply as separate things.
Okay.
But effectively they will stack. Yes.
Okay. Because my bonus action was getting close enough to it to hit it, so.
That you done?
Yeah, because I know I see my rolls going down. So yeah.
Okay. All right. No problem. Then Lucky Ralph.
Diamond wool.
So, and Ralph is on the job.
Okay, Lucky Ralph
Let's
can
see that
shoot with a
rifle.
shotgun.
All you got to do is half its
Ah.
hit points and it's dead.
Let's release the third hidden juggernaut.
No, mate.
Shoot, not 20. Oof.
Oh, Ralph,
I'll
Ralph,
spend a luck point.
Luck point. Come on, luck it out.
Still got lack points, Jesus.
Ralph, were you aiming for the other guy as well, right?
That's it.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. Yeah.
That's a hit.
Let's go. Ooh, that's like the most damage he has rolled. I think.
Vicious, spread, and piercing.
10 damage. What
so
the
piercing
hell?
1, so that takes it down to.
1 resistance.
So
Right?
its armor rating is 4. So it would take it down to. So it's 10 damage minus 3. So it's 7 damage. But remind me what spread does?
Half the damage in
Onto
random
a
body
next
part.
target. Is it another body part or is it the next target?
Oh, it's a different body part.
Different body part.
So total is like 10, right?
Yeah.
So 5 in 3 other body parts.
Which is going to be 1, 1, and 1 with its armor. So you've done 7. So actually, you've done 10 points of
And
damage.
it has piercing, right?
Yeah.
Like piercing should still.
Yeah, piercing still affects it. So
okay.
piercing takes off its armor, but it still has armor left over. So you've done 10 points of damage in total.
Cool.
Doesn't it have 4 armor normally?
Yes.
So doesn't 3 piercing lower it to 1 armor?
Oh, it's 3 piercing. You're right.
It's 3 because it says 3
No,
effects.
you're quite right.
as
It
well.
is 3 piercing. No, you're quite right. So that is not 10 points of damage. Then it is
9. 9 is the base, and then from the other things, like I don't know if you wanna, how you gonna count the 4 damage it does to the other limbs if it has piercing or not.
yeah, yeah. It will. Yeah, it will apply. So, so that would be 3, 3, and 3 then. So 9 plus. Okay, cool. So an additional. Okay, that one shotgun blast took it way over half its hit points.
Half on the job. I said it. I was saying it all this turn. I was saying it.
You were saying in mockery, and the next shotgun blast
Nope.
in your
Nope.
face.
Nope.
Do you want to make another spend your action points and make another attack?
Oh fuck her! That was a total fluke. I'm not wasting action points. Fuck that.
I mean, he's pretty badly hurt.
No.
He's trying to bait the action points.
Yeah.
Sneaky
piss off.
GM.
Every time.
I mean, would it
Still
help?
waiting, like someone's gonna say something.
Would it help if I was to tell you that you only need to do another 49 hit points worth of damage to it to put it down?
Fuck off.
Okay. So on its turn, it will pull itself upright, but it can't do anything else beyond that. So,
Okay.
However, rather than jump back to the start of the combat, as the initiative, the other Juggernaut will have its go.
I knew it. See,
Great.
guys, I shot at it, but I just missed it.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because
Yeah, I did.
Prometheus, you're looking around for it, and again, you're finding it difficult to spot for it. You're looking for motion in the fluid, motion in the air currents, etc., and you're not seeing anything. And again, you got one of your eye stalks glances up, and you see a shape descending from the roof. But this looks different from the previous one. Whereas the Juggernaut before was literally hanging onto the wall above the door, waiting for someone to come out so that you could grab it, this is hanging from the stalactites in the ceiling, some distance up, and it drops. And as it drops, it opens its arms out, and it has big flaps of skin that descend, that link from its wrists to its ankles. It swoops down, catching the air, and it comes up directly towards you in an attempt to make an attack.
I know I said I want to hit it with a flamer, but what I really meant was like dodge and get out of the way so I don't get crushed.
Well, you've spent action points to act, so you can act if you want to. If you want to use your action in a different way, that's fine. But you've spent your action points to act, so you get to do a thing before it hits you.
So that's like a special attack, right? So I can try to get out of the way or something.
It's basically traveling from the ceiling. It falls straight downwards and then extends its skin. It's a little bit like a flying squirrel. That sort of effect. It catches the air and it swoops down towards you. And as it does so, it's planning on doing a couple of attacks on you as it flies past.
Is there a dodge action, I think, in this game?
There's like defend
You can
or something.
you could
which,
go to defense.
agility plus athletics. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay, but like mechanically, it's going to act like a simple attack. That's what I'm asking, or is it trying to one hit kill me?
No, it's going to do two simple attacks on you.
Okay.
Sounds pretty bad. Simple attacks is a bait.
I mean, there's not much I can do anyway. Like a defend one isn't for my character, so I'll hit it with a flamer.
Okay.
YOLO.
You get
As
to.
I promised I
Right.
would.
If it makes you feel any better, it doesn't have a board.
I think its attack with the bare hands was more likely to hit than the board attack. But yeah, sure.
Its bare hand attack is more likely to hit, and we would probably do slightly more damage, but it won't do persistent. That's the critical thing.
Yeah, true.
Okay, I'm going to roll. Is it +1 diff because it's the bonus major action?
Yes.
Yada yada yada.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to use an action point then.
Nice.
And we get it back, I guess.
Baited.
Okay. And I'm hitting it. Yep. Just control today. Damage wise.
Oh no.
And spreads does half the damage to 2 other locations again, does it?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Which is going to be 0 and 0.
It heals him for 2.
It doesn't heal him. It does set him on fire. 3F. For 2 turns. Okay, you catch it on fire as it barrels towards you. As it comes in, it sweeps at you with one hand and then sweeps at you with another and hisses as it does so. It's not roaring like the others do. As it hisses, you see its mouth open and its teeth are mostly broken, much like the other ones are. But it has 2 oversized canines. As it flies past, it swipes at you and swipes at you. So I'm going to do 2 attacks.
Bring it on, bitch. Literally. That's going to hurt.
Ooh, just
Yeah, that's
He
his.
gets action points back.
He hasn't got to worry about that. I got 12 of them.
Yep, that's true. That
How
is
many
true.
luck points does he have? I wonder.
Enough.
More than us.
More than me.
Oh, just the 7
Oh.
points of damage.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So
Don't get an injury. What?
just 4 damage. Holy shit!
And also, you don't have to roll, which is great. Because you're not
Don't have to
biological.
roll?
Yeah, you're not biological, so you can't be affected by it.
That thing you mean? Yeah.
And the
That's
second
the base.
attack
Yeah, that-
also hits. Why were you not? Very annoying.
The
No,
dude has 18 target, of course. He's gonna hit no
Well,
one.
yeah.
Oh shit!
Ah,
Rip
that-
Prometheus was a real one.
Not again.
It's not vicious. It's not persistent. It's just normal damage. So it's just the 11. It's unfortunate it doesn't have any effects on it because that would have been persistent. That would have been great. 6 turns of 11 damage would have been amazing.
If
But
this was vicious, he would be dead. But it's
Yeah.
persistent. It would
Does
be
Does he
dead.
have, you have armor, right?
say again,
Not dead, right?
Prometheus.
It's physical, right?
It is physical damage. Yeah,
Okay. Do you want to roll 1d20?
I would love to roll a d20. Slash 1d20. Right in the 18.
Thruster is fucked.
Oh,
Number floating.
Oh, great.
does it mean you like go into the liquids?
Yeah, you instantly. So the first hit kind of impacts into your chassis and kind of slides off mostly. The second hit lands lower, impacting into your thruster, and dislodges something. Probably part of the same problem as you had before. The bits that were hanging out, something gets caught and torn free, and your thruster sputters and dies, and you drop into the fluid.
Yeah, like I'm sideways into the fluid, and you can hear me screaming like, "I'm drowning! Help! I'm drowning!"
I can't swim.
and Tagus, you don't breathe, silly robot. Play dead. It's your chance.
The creature, as it flies past you, so it attacks you as it flies past, and then extends its skin flaps again and disappears off into the ceiling.
Oh, great. They fly now.
This is an unexpected change. I will write this down real quick.
Yeah, that's what you should be doing with your time.
Mm. The Brandwood is right. We've gone too far with technology
I
and
would like to be able
experiments.
to fly.
Back to the top.
Before we go back to the top, could we have a 5-minute break, please?
Yes, let's take a break. In fact, I've been
Alright.
failing to do that. Yes. you find us in the midst of a melee, a battle, pitched against two juggernauts in the bowels of a vault. And we will kick off with Tarkus back at the start of the round.
Well, I guess I'll try to finish the first one off.
Okay. It is now standing, having pulled itself upright. It's obviously quite badly wounded. It's covered in the blue fluid, and it looks really annoyed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the thing. Oh fuck!
Swing and a miss. Do you
Great.
want to spend a
I'm
luck
good.
point to re-roll that any of that at all? No. Okay.
Yes, I will.
Okay. Oh,
Not
you-
spend a luck point, but use my perk.
Oh,
thank you.
okay. All right. Fair enough. Was that sufficient?
Yes.
Okay.
Assume it needs one.
Okay.
It's success. Okay, I'm gonna get nuked again. Nice. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well.
That's a lot of nuts.
Yeah. That's
So
16 17 damage.
17 damage. Is 17 damage. Excellent. The energy rifle. The energy rifle whines. It's already running hot. There's already damage to it. The energy rifle whines as it charges up. Its capacities reaching the limits of what they're capable of doing. A blast comes out of the energy rifle and impacts into the creature, causing a great burn on its body, and then the weapon simply stops. It stops making noise. Something has gone wrong inside it. It is no longer functional.
Great. And I end my turn.
You did a lot of damage though.
Yeah. Great. Amazing.
Okay. Oh, good boy. Good boy to the rescue. Good boy. Takes his pistol. Nice.
Cool.
I'm not biting them. Okay. Prometheus.
Is it my turn? Okay. How many zones away is the corridor?
3.
3.
3. Oh, when you said the corridor, sorry. Do you mean the exit on the other side of the
For me to pass, to go from where I stand, inside the door.
Oh, back
basically,
the way you
for me
came?
to leave the room. Yep.
So you'll have to pass through one. It's 2 effectively. So you pass through one area and then into through one zone where the creature is currently standing, and into the corridor would be a second zone.
Okay. Basically, because my thruster is crippled, it's the same, I guess, like my legs are crippled, right?
Correct.
So I can sprint and move is a major action.
Yes.
So I use 2 action points in order to move twice, and I'll just use the thruster to go inside the
Okay.
corridor, like to leave the room.
Okay, so you're like pulling yourself along the floor by your arms
Yeah, plus
through
like
through the
Yeah.
viscous.
try to power on the thruster, like, and it
Actually,
makes
run the fuck
loud-
away.
Yeah, Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, thanks.
How
Oh,
many do we have now?
Turkey. Brilliant. Fantastic.
Turkeyed.
So we used to actually to move away. Okay, we have 1 AP.
Okay.
Yeah. You can hear like loud booming noises as I try to power up the thruster. But yeah, I end up crawling.
Okay.
Swimming, you can say.
Yeah, half swimming through the sludge. Okay, cool. Excellent. Rosalind. Dr. Palmer.
Morg? Yeah, Dr. Palmer. Morg, how many HP points are you missing?
2.
How about you, Darkus?
I'm missing. I mean, 2, because I have 5 radiation. So
And okay, I wanted to farm action points, but I guess I'm just gonna hit.
It's close. It's pretty close. You might be able to put it down.
I don't think so. You said 49 before. I don't think people did 45 in the meantime.
You've done a lot. He's.
Oh my fucking god!
Well, you hit. So roll your damage.
hey, we also get an AP back. You
You get an
farmed
action
AP.
point. You get an action
Yeah.
point back, and
Alright.
and you can roll your damage.
Wait, 2. Sorry, 2 AP. I can panic there.
1 second.
Nice.
Oh, wait. It is. Wait, it doesn't say. Oh, it does say vicious. All right. Yeah, it has vicious.
Oh, it's just up there for some
Yeah, I don't
reason.
know why.
Cool.
In the mod. It's in the mod. But yeah.
No,
What
it's-
flies out, Hale?
What flies out indeed? Two things fly out.
Oh no.
Two things fly out at the same time. A plastic baby's bottle and a hairbrush fire out of the junk jet at high speed, both crackling with electricity as they do so. One of them hits into the creature and causes it some damage. It recoils from the electrical damage that you've applied to it. The second one, can you make another attack roll, please?
Oh my god. Damage or attack roll?
Just an attack roll.
With this same weapon?
Yep. Cool. Can you now roll a d6 for me, please?
Oh my god.
Awesome. Can you now roll damage for me, please?
Of course. Oh god.
Auspicious. Excellent. 8. Prometheus, as you're crawling your way back into the corridor, you're just getting in through the door, and an electrified plastic baby's bottle impacts into your probably into eye stalks, realistically, as they come around the door, and you take 8 points of damage minus electrical damage minus whatever your armor is.
Yeah, I shut down again.
Prometheus manages to drag himself into the doorway and then collapses unconscious, deactivated again.
You're like hearing like hopeful music swelling and everything, but it's like just boom.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
So,
like not a get.
So some of the worst AP usage got fucked by someone trying to AP farm.
I'm finally safe. Perfect.
Is he in the doorway, like
He's
with
in.
us?
He's in the doorway. He's half in,
Like-
half out the doorway.
Oh, didn't he like, use 2 points in order to?
Oh
get
no, that's
inside
true.
the
No, he
corridor?
did use his 2 points. So he manages to get into the corridor.
Alright, so I killed him in a safe place.
Or you killed him in his safe place. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Excellent.
Well, that's some solace for me.
Morg.
No pressure, Morg, but it's all on you now.
All right.
You can do
Let's
it.
see how we do.
It's got like 18 hit points left.
All right. Good start. Good
That's a
start.
Good start. Gets an action point back.
All right. I'll bank it for now. Board. There we go.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, 15. I know. Well, it's 17.
17. Almost. Do you know what you've done there? You've taken it down to 1 hit point again.
Oh well, in that case, I'll use the action points for another attack.
And I'm going to record it just because it makes sense to do so. But that's 12 points of. No, it's not. It's 18, isn't it? 18.
And it also did.
persistent for
Chris, did you
5
not have
turns.
persistent damage on it from last turn?
Yeah, didn't it?
So at the end of this turn, it will take the persistent
No, you're
damage from
right.
last turn.
You're right. Yeah.
So it will die without Morg taking another attack.
Yes, it will die without Morg taking another attack. Yeah.
But it will act
Let's
first.
say that
Well, we-
happens. No, you're quite right. I should have done that at the end of the last combat turn, and I forgot to do it. You're quite right pointing that out. So Morg, you strike it. You cause a ridiculous amount of damage, carving it from its chest down to its navel. It opens up, and large amounts of thick, blackish, blood-like substance pours into the floor. It then succumbs to its wounds. It collapses first to its knees and then face down in the blue sludge, right next to your fallen robot companion.
Morg wins.
More
Then,
wins.
Morg will use his bonus action to, I guess, pick up Prometheus to drag him to safety.
Okay.
Or it was he?
He's already safe.
Yeah.
He's already in the hallway, yeah.
Okay. You do. You once again. It's like a sense of deja vu hits you. Like, you've been here before. You've done this before. The room goes quiet.
It's the flying one. Is it as big as the other Juggernaut?
Yes,
So same scenario. Can't get through the hole. Can't get through the.
correct.
Okay. Have you finished your action, Morg?
Yeah, Morg was wanting to get into the door where y'all are.
It does a thing. In fact, it doesn't really do a thing. It waits and then catches fire a little bit and takes some
Can I take
damage.
my action?
Oh yes, you can take your action. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna fall back to the corridor. I'm gonna tell Tarkus to chuck me his laser rifle, and I'm gonna try to repair it.
Okay.
Yes, I'm doing that.
Priorities.
I mean, I have 0 repair, but if you want, I can try to repair you with my 8 intelligence.
Hell no.
Oh,
You cannot repair it. Only someone who has a jury rigger can repair it, I think.
okay.
The wound.
Even stabilizing?
I don't know. Hell, can anyone with repair it, or is it the jury rigger thing?
If you're trying to,
I was talking about Prometheus.
if you're talking about Prometheus,
your
anyone with repair can try and stabilize Prometheus. Your weapon could only be repaired by someone with the jury rig ability.
Oh yeah, I thought we were talking about the weapon. Yeah. Prometheus, you can repair him with a repair roll, no matter what.
Well, I have 0 repair, but I have 8 intelligence, so your choice. You want to be repaired by me for
I
the
mean,
first time
it's
ever?
not your turn yet, so
The thing is,
Is it?
I will roll, and
no,
there
it's
are
not.
chances.
Are we not in the combat still, or
Are
is
we
it?
still in combat rounds or not, Chris?
Yeah, I
If you've moved out of the room, you are out of combat effectively. It can't get to you, and unless you're engaging with it, combat isn't happening.
Okay, then while Ralph is repairing my gun, I'll try to repair Prometheus.
Okay.
And
Can I take an action point, please?
yes,
Tarkus?
Is Dr. Palmer assisting you?
Yes, I am
Yes.
assisting him.
Okay.
I'll take the action point to do
Or
my.
before you do,
my roll.
So 3 successes on the jury rigging of Tarkus's rifle, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So that puts 2 back into the pool.
That puts 1 back into the pool. It
So two
takes
successes
two
to jury rig?
successes. 2 successes to jury rig.
Okay.
That will
There's not a multi-tool help here.
Oh, I suppose it does. Yeah, so it'd be 1. Yeah, so it's two action points back into the pool. You're quite right. That will get your weapon working again. But what's the downside of jury rig?
I think if he rolls another 20, it's fucked.
Right.
And
Okay.
19 as well. Like,
That's it. 19s and 20s now.
I think it makes the complication, like
Yeah.
+1, like 19
Yeah.
and 20 is
Okay.
complication.
Cool. All right.
Okay. And so you got 2 AP, and now you can spend on trying to.
I already spent 1 point. We were at 0 with me, spending 1 point into repairing Prometheus.
Okay.
And I'm helping too, so you have 4 dice.
What you say?
I have 2 injuries supposedly. So
Uh-oh.
It doesn't work.
That would be a
Oh,
difficulty 3 roll then.
Can I spend a luck
It's-
point for this because I'm helping, or does it have to be his?
Yeah, you can spend a luck point if you want to.
Guys-
You're assisting with the thing. You can spend a luck point in order
Since
to.
I feel terrible because
Yeah.
I know this is my fault, I will spend a luck
Yeah.
point
No, that's
so
fine.
he gets to reroll.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh my god, 4. Yeah, let's go.
4 successes, so you get an action point back as well. Look, well done. Good spender for luck point.
Action point farming is bad.
Wait, no, we gotta use 1 action point to wake him up, no?
Yes.
So
Ah.
we're back at 2. Okay.
Do you want to spend additional action points to increase to give him additional hit points on
No.
a 1-for-1 basis?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Okay.
I'll repair him in a minute.
Okay. So Prometheus, once again, your processor kicks into gear. Your arms flail. Your irises flicker and move around and about the place, trying to assess what's going on. It's blind panic for a brief second, and then you realise you've been brought back online for a second time within an hour.
It's just that Tarkus is your mommy now, not Ralph.
no, I'll move up to Rosalind. Like, I'll look at her dead straight in the eyes. Like, you can see your reflection in the like optical unit. I'll be like, no lands for you.
But I helped bring you back. I'm sorry.
Just dinner then, I guess.
Great.
Alright.
Dinner will do.
Fine. Need to lose weight anyway.
Chris, can I try a repair roll on Prometheus now to give him some hit points back?
You sure can.
Help him.
So he has 2 injuries. So the difficulty of this roll is going to be 3.
Right.
Multi-tool. 2.
Multi-tool for 2.
If 2, Tarkus is helping. I'm going to use an action point. as well.
Ooh. Yeah, again, we made it.
Yeah.
2 successes. So he is healed his 2 injuries. Is it
No,
just-
if you're
just
giving a hit
min-
point, I thought you were doing hit
Well,
points.
yeah, I didn't realize he still had injuries. Is it a choice of either or?
Yeah.
So can I heal both the injuries?
No, you need the base. If you're doing injuries, the base difficulty is going to be the 1 plus the number of injuries that you suffered, and that will heal 1.
Mm.
And
Right,
then,
okay,
if you want to spend 2 action points, you can heal the additional 1.
Well, we haven't got 2 action points, so I will heal 1 of his injuries.
Can we? Can you roll a 1d20, sir? 'Cause,
Yeah.
I don't know where you hit me with a killing blow.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Right in the 9s.
That's the flamer arm. So thrusters and flamer arm.
Okay, so we've got the
Yeah.
thrusters back online.
You,
You have
can
no
choose
hit
which one
points.
to heal. Like,
Right.
either I won't be able to move or I won't be able to shoot the flamer.
Unfortunately, you can still talk. It's never the speech box, is it?
Where should
We're
I
never
shoot
that
next
fucking
time?
lucky.
Where should I shoot the next bottle?
Anywhere speech comes out of. Okay, Chris, I'm just going to keep rolling. I'm going to roll to heal his second injury, unless you tell me something's happening that means I can't do that. Yeah.
Okay, you can make another check.
Well,
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
going to
help
spend an
him.
action
Yeah.
point. I will take Tarkus' help. 3 successes.
That is sufficient.
So,
Yeah.
and that probably gives us an action point back, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay.
But you
So,
are tapped out for doing this now.
right. Okay. So he's got no hit points, but he's fully functional.
You can heal hit points, but you can't. You're not going to be able to do this to repair injuries in without being back home now.
I have a question. How much repair does Tarkus have?
3.
Maybe it's better if you heal him for 6 or 6 plus 1, and then Tarkus can use his action to repair Prometheus
When you say I'm tapped out,
for an injury.
I'm tapped out for time, or I'm tapped out healing injuries.
If you
Or I'm
recall,
tapped out repairing.
we set a limit on the number of times that you guys could do stuff like this, because otherwise you end up just doing this forever.
Yeah.
So you've healed him 3 times now.
Mm-hmm.
You're tapped out from doing repairs like this. This is the kind of thing that needs to be done when you're back home now.
So in that case, that's a good shout from Sarah. I will heal him 7 hit points.
Okay.
Rather than the flamer arm, and then Tarkus can try to heal the flamer arm.
Fine. Yeah.
Then I'll help Tarkus, or can he help even though he stepped out? Or I don't know what's better because he has repair. Makes more sense. No.
So if I can help Tarkus, I will help Tarkus.
You can
even though
help.
I'm tapped out.
Yeah,
Right.
you just can't
Well,
you can't engage it in the first instance, but
I'll help Tarkus.
Yeah.
Great.
So have I healed for 7 and the
You've-
thrusters are repaired?
correct.
You healed for 7. Your thrusters are repaired. Your flamer arm is.
Okay. So I am at 8, right?
Yeah.
1 plus 7.
Correct.
Right. I guess I'll grab the multi-tool and get to work. So
Careful, Daddy.
yeah, not my strong suit. Let's see, how many successes do I need to heal him? Like
So
Three?
one plus the number of injuries.
so 1.
So it's
Then.
2. So it's 2 minus 1 for the multi-tools 1.
Then I think I'll just roll the 3 dice with the help.
Okay. And
I rolled 1.
you get 1 success, which is as many as you needed.
I didn't roll 3 dice. That's no problem.
Can you roll?
Should I reroll all 3, or
No,
how-
just
how
roll.
does
Just
this
roll another d20. Hopefully, it will come up 20.
work? Okay.
Ah, disappointing.
Irrelevant completely. Okay, so I heal his injury.
do.
The flamer thing. Okay. Cool.
Thanks.
Yeah. Can I repair him again for heal points?
You
Hit
can
points?
try. You can try and heal him again. Yeah.
How many actions do you have left, Tarkus?
I don't know. Hell, how many actions do I have left?
1. No.
Then I mean you'll only heal him
Thanks.
for 3. I don't know. If
Chainsaw
it's more.
DM. No, 3 plus all of the extra AP like success I have or something, right?
No, you
Yeah.
do. You heal your repair rating. If you succeed, you heal your repair rating, and then you can heal an additional number of hit points equal to the number of action points you want to spend.
Oh,
No, I'm
then
thinking we might need medicine because I have 1 left and you have 1 left and Ralph has 0 left. We might need to stabilize people or stabilize him again for the 3rd time. Maybe we should save
I'm
this.
tapped out for repairs, not
No,
medicine.
don't
Healing.
worry, Rosalind. Like, there's no way I'm entering this room again. first.
Right, you
So
can
no
always stabilize. You can always stabilize. That doesn't count. I'm not going to count that towards the maximum number of actions. What we're talking about with the number of actions is doing major repairs like fixing injuries.
And healing, right?
And healing
Okay.
is the same thing. Yeah. But hit points, I've got no problem with you healing. I don't have a problem with you doing stabilization rolls and that sort of stuff because that's in the moment stuff. The repairs require more time and effort in order to do them, which is why there's a cap on them.
Is there a cap on healing injuries on people?
Yes.
All right.
You should
Like, in
actually be
case
doing
we
that in
missed it.
combat. So
Yeah.
This guy is on the roof. He's waiting for someone to enter in order to attack. That's what happened with me, in case you missed it. Good luck.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Hale,
and I'm just sitting there.
Hale,
I'm screwed.
did the guy on the roof have like this cancerous growths as well?
no, he had a large fleshy like
Yeah,
a
winged
like a flying
backside.
squirrel
Yeah.
And
type
teeth.
and
right?
elongated canines.
Yeah, and remember, like when Prometheus got hit, he was like, "Oh, you don't have to roll anything else." So I don't think any of the humans should be in his.
Of
range.
course, you put a stupid vampire in Fallout.
I mean, Morg is probably immune to whatever he has, so maybe Morg.
No,
is-
no.
No?
Like Morg has rolled for the disease before.
Yeah.
Then good boy.
Yeah, sure. Good luck with that. All right. Anyone got
Is it
any plan?
Is it time? Is it time?
For the grenade?
Yeah.
All right, good boy. Listen, how about you run into the room and he's gonna be up there. You run into the room and you throw the grenade at him. How about that?
I don't like the sound of that plan.
Well, you can't throw it from here because you can't see him. He's very, very far. So you will have to go out of the room, not too far, just out of the room, and throw the grenade straight at him. How about that?
Let me think about it.
All right.
He sits down, and the lights in his eyes dim, and his ears flop down, and his tail stops wagging.
I'll-
Anyone got any plan? What do with this guy?
Well, this one only.
Yeah.
We've got
Yeah. Any other plan?
we've got a gobbler steak, haven't we? Yeah.
Another
Big,
one?
fairly substantial chunk of meat.
Mm-hmm.
Could we bait it? Could we put a hook inside it and try to maybe get it to eat that and then pull it down, stop its flying?
Oh, maybe it's hungry. Maybe it will commit it. Like if I
Actually,
was in a cryo
if we
tank.
could try to use some sort of trap on it.
How about we
I-
put a hook on Prometheus?
Do I know how intelligent the Dragonauts are? Like, as Dr. Rosalind?
It's so Rosalind will probably. It's almost impossible to say at this point because they're so susceptible to mutation. You've no idea what their capabilities are now. They've had
Yeah,
200
but-
years of mutation. So
I mean,
like when they went into the thing in the first place, they were just ravenous beasts, but they didn't have like the bone spurs on them. They didn't have these extra effects on them when they went into the fluid in the first place. So it's
Yeah.
almost impossible to tell how clever, intelligent they are.
So I have an idea. How about we get a hook and we tie it from the wall or something, and we get Morg to attack it with the hook. Like we go out, it flies down to attack someone. Morg attacks it with the hook. It cannot fly back up again.
Even if it flies, you have ranged weapons. Like you can just shoot it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the problem is everyone needs to go outside to be able to shoot it.
Yeah, one guy will die. I die. I almost died 2 times. Like, yeah, we'll
Mm.
fix you. That's okay.
Maybe we can try this thing with Good Boy and the
Yeah,
grenade.
sure.
Yeah,
Maybe
Let's say
the wings
let's say
get
it
more.
hits me. Then how are you gonna shoot it up in the cavern, Prometheus?
I think you're pretty quick. I think you'll get a shot in before that happens.
I don't think one shot will be enough to kill it, Prometheus.
Morg,
But any other brilliant deductions, Prometheus?
Morg, you've seen Good Boy do this before. He's powered down.
Good boy. Come on, turn yourself back
He's
on.
completely limp.
He's gonna be useless.
Okay. Well, maybe
We
we
have a hook.
do we?
You
I don't
don't
know
have a
how-
hook, but you could manufacture a hook relatively easily. You don't need a workbench in order to make a hook. You can just rip something off of a wall and turn it into a hook relatively easily.
I got a question. Throwing grenades. What is the role? It's explosives and
Explosives.
Perception. No.
It's a-
perception. Yeah, perception.
Yeah, perception.
what? Okay. And how many successes is it? Like hitting anything else?
It's 2.
Depends on how far they are away.
Okay.
Imagine throwing towards the ceiling.
Yeah, that's a lot of them.
Okay, anyone has any other plan other than hooking the thing?
Well,
Uh,
how about we try to shoot at its wings? At least one. It can't. It like if we aim at the wing, target it, it's gonna fall down. Can't fly anymore. Maybe you would have to do it
we could.
Argus to do enough damage. I mean, for it to cause an injury. How much is an injury? 7 damage or 6?
5.
Depends. 5. Alright. Unless it has like some passive.
Get the feeling these things were not getting injuries while we were shooting at them.
They weren't, but also when you were doing targeted shots, when you did the targeted shot on that one's throat, I am going to take that into consideration.
I think we should try to shoot. Well, we will still have to get a bait of some kind so it goes down and then we can shoot it. Because right now, if we go out, only Tarkus. No, we're all faster than it technically, but it would get a shot at us.
Chris, is there enough raw materials lying around to make a net?
Maybe might take a while, but maybe yeah.
And then if we loaded it into the doctor's gun, would that become an electrified net?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which might pin it down?
Oh, it's not going to pin it down, but it might entangle it and cause damage on the way down. It might
Stop
make
being able to fly.
might make it problematic for it to fly. You
So maybe
probably need to make an adjustment to the junk jet launcher in order to make that work.
Right.
But you could do that. That's a possibility.
so. Perhaps we could get that net, and also Tarkus can shoot his gun at the wing, and you, Ralph, can also shoot the Liberty's gun because it's long range enough at the wing. So if at least one of these 3
Yep.
hits, it's gonna be down.
Okay, so let's go back and try to find enough stuff to make a net.
Okay.
All right. Walk back.
You spend some time. You pull wires from walls. You find some base material you can use. Some base webbing that's already the start of effectively a net, and you manage to get some additional material to make it into something a bit bigger. You can compact that into what is effectively a pressurized canister that you could potentially fire from the junk jet launcher if you make some adjustments to the weapon. If you make an intelligence repair check,
Okay.
it will not work like a junk jet launcher after that until you've repaired it. So you're effectively turning it into specifically a net launcher.
Are you all right with that?
You can put it back again afterwards, but it's gonna
Right.
you have to take time and effort to do it. Is what I'm saying.
So like I
So
can't
for the
shoot
combat,
any...
you won't be able to use it.
Do we have any other gun I could use? Because I have no other weapons. I only have this one.
I can
I've
give
got
her.
sort of shotgun if I'm using Liberty's gun, or you can use Liberty's gun.
I have a rifle, handed rifle. I can give her.
All of this is small arms and what?
Yeah.
Agility?
Yeah.
Useless. Anything with endurance? Maybe I could... Hey! The dog is like sleeping. Maybe we can take something off of him. Does he have anything?
Okay.
He has a
he-
pistol arm.
He has pistols that are like. There's no weapon with endurance, is there?
Yeah, big guns. But the
Oh,
problem is they
no.
wouldn't let him have the
The minigun.
the energy minigun thing.
It's
The
with
minigun
Gatling laser.
has.
the
Oh.
Gatling lasers with Morg. I think it's out of ammunition, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. And you get the reserve so y'all could do stuff. So
Well,
If
well,
you've
I
got 10,
could.
actually, to be fair, if you've got 10 microfusion cells, that's enough to be able to take a shot.
We don't.
okay.
No, I think if we do this, like, I just would not have a weapon for the rest of the fight. I would probably do healing actions and things like that rather than actually doing damage. So yeah, it's fine by me. Just yeah, after the fight we should
I'm
probably
fine
try
doing
to-
the hook plus shooting wings if you don't want to do the net. I don't mind personally.
I mean,
Mhm.
I would have to hit with the net, like, or just
Mhm.
wait until you guys. Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
might be.
you would have to hit with the net. Yes.
Yeah, the thing is, I have my target is 9. It's gonna be at least 2 successes, and I only have 1 try, right? Because I have only 1 net. I just think this
I mean,
is
if we
not-
miss, someone can go pick up the net and put it back in, right?
Yeah, but I think there's a higher chance one of the 3 of us just normally hitting its wing
Right.
rather than doing this. I just think it's
Okay,
like,
let's do that.
right? Because if we hit the wing, he can't fly anyway. And
Probably.
if wait, I have another suggestion. If we hit the wing, it falls down. Can Morg make a throw to throw the net over him if he's
Think-
on the floor?
I think the net would be effective because it's electrocuted. I don't know a normal net on him if it's sending.
I mean, you could
You
throw it.
use-
You could throw a net on it, and it might have some effect.
Once it's already down, that is like.
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah. I mean, or we can try.
Since we've already made it, right? The net, so.
I probably should point something out. Like, it doesn't have wings like a bird. It has flaps of skin so it can glide, but it can't take off like that. It has to get some height in order to be able to glide.
Mhm.
So once it's on the floor, it ain't going to be taken off again unless it climbs up the wall and then drops off the wall to glide away. So once it's on the floor, you don't necessarily need to worry about stopping it from taking off unless it's
Right.
deciding to not attack you and climb up the wall again.
Like the 3 of us, one
Okay.
one of us is gonna hit. It's gonna be 2 or maybe even 3 successes, because we aim and it's far away, unless it starts coming down. Maybe Tarkus should use all the action points since he has the highest chance.
I think mine don't need an extra difficulty because it's far away because it's long range
Okay.
probably.
well,
So yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Are we all gonna like get out of the door at the same time?
Yeah.
And okay, and start combat.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Right, everyone in favor?
Mhm.
Everyone in favor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go for it. What's the worst that can happen?
Wake good boy up. It's time to go.
Yeah, good boy sits motionless on the floor.
Yeah, good boy's a waste of space anyway. Let's go.
Alright. Let's go.
Mini Duke!
Is it time?
No, but it's time to get your butt up so we can do stuff.
Fine. Okay. In slow motion, our anti-heroes step from the corridor into the cold storage room, wading through ankle-deep blue sludge. Apart from Prometheus, who hovers quite happily above it.
No. I am at the door, like you know.
Oh,
I
okay.
took some hovers in and then like yeah.
You
Kind
and
of slow down, let them go.
you and
first,
Good
and
Boy
then-
together.
Yep.
The useless robots.
Let the organics
Nice.
go first. Excellent plan.
And then good boy pauses, then looks where his balls would be.
Yeah.
So and then
Okay. Well, unless somebody is desperate to go first, we'll go with the normal combat rounds. So, Tarkus,
Yes. Do I see it?
when you look up, you can see it. There are stalactites on the ceiling. It is kind of wrapped around one of the stalactites. You see it is upside down, and you see it's watching you as you come out. It looks like it's ready to drop.
How hard is it to shoot it from here?
So I'm gonna want, let's say, difficulty 2.
Okay. So if I want to hit its wing specifically, it's gonna be 3.
Correct.
Can I use my main action to say I'm gonna wait till it's in a better range to shoot it then?
You can ready. Yeah, you can ready.
All right. When I feel like it's in a better position for me to shoot at, like an easier roll, I'll shoot it then.
Okay.
At its wings.
That's fine. So you ready your action. That's fine.
Do you maybe if he wants to spend another action point to hit it, does he have to take it now or can he do it then?
What do you mean?
Like, for example, if I do the same thing, or if you use
No,
the
you can-
ready action.
No. If you use the ready action, you're basically holding your action for when you want to go.
Okay.
Right. The only reason why Prometheus had to spend action points is because he was taking a second attack that was readied. But you're effectively just not doing your action until you're ready to take your action.
Okay.
So Tarkus readies his action. Good boy will also ready his action.
Gee.
so will Morg, I guess.
Prometheus? Okay. Prometheus, yeah.
I will use Rally. Why not?
Okay.
What does that do?
I do endurance plus survival test, and I generate action points.
Wow.
Nice.
I think you need to describe what you're doing, though.
Yeah, like how you rallying us from the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like I put on the speakers like maximum volume, and I'm like, yeah, shoot it, yeah, you can do it, yeah, I'm staying right here, I won't move.
Our robot's turned into a
I'm
fucking
shooting you.
cheerleader. That's just perfect.
It
We need
ends
to
up
give
being
him
annoying
pom-pom.
rather
And-
than a rally, but
And
I guess.
obnoxious
Okay.
cheerleader.
So is that one action point back?
It should be 2. 7 action points you generate. Like it's difficulty 0.
Okay.
So,
So 2 action
yeah.
points. Cool.
yeah, generate 2 whole action points.
Nice.
So
my turn?
everyone's holding their action. Is that? Am I correct in assuming that everyone's holding their action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I have a question. What is that defense thing from before that you mentioned, Prometheus?
Defense. You make
Okay.
an agility plus athletics test with difficulty equal to your current defense. So I guess
Okay.
it's 1 in your case. If you succeed, you get +1 defense.
Oh, only me, not okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Only you.
Thanks. I'm also readying my action.
Okay. Well, all of your we go down the list. It drops from the ceiling. It drops like a stone until it gets about halfway down, and then it opens its wings, for want of a better word. I think it's patagia or something like that. The folds of skin between its wrists and its ankles, and it makes a beeline straight towards the collection of organics in front of it. It closes the distance. It now becomes an easier shot. Base difficulty of 1 + 1.
Okay. Go on, Tarkus. Lead.
Right. I'm shooting it. in the wings.
Okay. So this is not a central mass shot.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Uh,
2 successes and 1 carried over, yeah?
2 successes and 1 carry. 1 action point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
all right. Damage time. Decent.
Nice.
14.
14. Yeah. Okay. 14. Yeah.
Okay. Any effect on target?
The bolt of energy comes out of your newly repaired laser rifle and impacts into the skin on one side of its body and burns a hole through it. It's still barreling towards you. I'm going to make a roll. Let's do. Actually, not 10s, 20s. Okay, you scored. Right. 2. That's fine. Its path towards you, it kind
Wait,
of,
sorry. I want to shoot it again, kind of. I was asking, like, it was an immediate effect I could see.
Yeah, well-
like, I don't know if.
yeah. What I'm saying is, like, you've hit the skin under one of its arms, and its path towards you judders, like it's trying to correct for the damage, and it manages to do so. It kind of sails off course slightly, and then
again,
corrects
man.
itself, but it is damaged.
Go on, shoot it
Okay.
again.
All right, I'm gonna use 3 AP, 2 to shoot again, and 1 for more dice. And I'm gonna shoot again.
That is a
Yeah.
miss.
Yeah, it's a miss. Okay.
More than a miss, isn't it?
No, it's just.
Oh
a miss.
yeah, no, it's a malfunction because it's a 19
Ooh.
AP.
I'd have forgotten about that. Thanks, guys, for reminding me. Should have shut up.
It's all Phil. But
Okay, so you take aim with the laser rifle and you squeeze the trigger. You hear the whine of the capacitor and then a pop, and one of the capacitors is obviously detonated. It stops working completely.
yippee.
How much AP do we have?
I have 2 AP. Yeah.
Next on the list is Good Boy. Good Boy will do the same thing you guys are doing. It seems like a good idea. Let's give that a go.
Mm. Yes. Amazing.
Morg,
Yeah.
guess what?
What?
You're taking 5 points of damage.
Physical, right?
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay, you feel the impact of a bullet hit you in the back.
Whoa, what was that?
You see Good Boy just saying nice. Prometheus.
He rallied, didn't he?
Oh,
Or
you
was
did.
that
Yeah,
last
you
time?
rallied.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah.
That's true. So next would be Dr. Palmer.
So to hit a wing, I have to get 2 successes from
Correct.
here now, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use 1 action point, and I'm gonna aim for the other wing.
Okay.
Not for the same one that Tarkus has hit. I'm gonna come on, please. Okay, yes.
2 successes is a hit.
Yeah. Let's do damage.
Roll me some damage dice.
Nice. Okay.
That's good.
Vicious. 12.
12. Okay, and I'm going to make a roll again. No, I'm not going to roll that. Roll. Okay. So that was another one of those. Oops. So you hit the other one of its fleshy wings with a electrified toilet seat, and you see some scarring appear on it. And again, its flight pattern it goes off slightly off to the side and then corrects itself once again. It's taking some damage and it's obviously finding it. You can see from the way it's flying, it's kind of wobbling a bit as it's going.
Okay. Before I finish my turn, I want to walk behind Morg,
Good plan.
and I will hide.
Morg is next on the list.
Okay, what's the beastie doing?
Or are you barreling towards you guys? The beast basically is intending on making 2 attacks on two of you randomly, and will be doing that. But you guys have readied your actions, so your actions all go before it.
Okay. I guess Morg will wait till it gets closer so he can try to
All right.
throw the net on.
So you're still readied effectively then, until it
Yeah.
gets within
Yeah,
melee
yeah.
range. Okay, cool. Ralph.
I am waiting until it's close enough, until it's close quarters, and I'm going to shoot with my shotgun.
Okay. It gets within close quarters. Both of your actions happen at the same time. Then.
Okay. I'm going to spend the last action point.
Okay. Two successes is a hit.
Yeah, onto the wing that Tarkus aimed
Okay.
for.
Yeah. I'll give you a hint. It's all the same thing. It's fine.
Why is it for them 2 successes? For me, it was 3.
What do you mean? It wasn't.
To shit the wing.
The second time it was 3.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Never mind.
6.
7. Suspicious.
7.
So 7. 4. You got piercing 1, so it's 5, and spread to half of that. Okay, yeah. So that's 28. Cool beans. I need to make another roll. 3d20. That's not enough. Okay, cool. Cool. The shotgun fires out a series of pellets through the air, and it rips one of the wings to tatters. The creature is already effectively on top of you at this point, so it's not going to affect its transition particularly. Its momentum's still going to carry it, but you ruined its wing. It's not going to be able to fly. Like it won't be able to soar away at this point. And it comes clattering to the floor. Both of its arms going at the same time as it does so. Morg.
Okay. Net time. Let's see how we go.
I would abandon it. Oh, it doesn't matter. You've already prepped the actions. Fine.
You could abandon the net if you want to.
Well, too late.
Okay, you throw the net, and it sails over the top of the creature, and lands about 10 meters on the other side of it, floating on the surface of the blue sludge. It doesn't seem
Nice.
nice. I'm going to roll some random dice now. /1d. Oh, it's just the organics here, isn't it? Cool.
I'm behind Mark.
Yeah, but you're
Harder to hit
still
me.
a target. Okay, first one to be attacked is Ralph. Lucky Ralph, lucky Ralph.
And for the mysterious stranger, finally.
Oh, yeah.
True. Been so long.
3 successes. That should hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for fuck's sake, why don't you...
Mm.
God.
10 points of damage.
Okay.
And can you roll a percentile for me, please? Here's a hint. Roll high.
97.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
So I've got 4 physical armor.
So that reduces it to 6.
Yep. 6 damage, yeah?
Yep.
An injury.
Yep. And then... in the 12s, which is my right arm.
Okay.
Okay.
Right in the 12s. Second target. Slash 1d4 is going to be Tarkus.
Yippee.
Tarkus.
It's
That should hit. And you can have a love. No, you're not going to change focus, and I'm not going to get annoyed with you this time because I know you're going to do it. 9 points of damage minus whatever your damage reduction is.
where is it? Where do you hit?
Oh, okay. Slash 1. Slash 1d20. What was. Oh, okay. Slash R, not slash 1.
Oh,
Right
oh,
in
it's
the 1.
It's in the head.
Smacked in the head.
Nice.
Can you roll D100 for me, please? Roll high.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's not high.
Correct.
Yes.
That's why it's cool. What does being hit in the head do? Let's have a look at that. Being hit in the head.
Right?
Momentarily dazed, lose all normal actions in your next turn, though you may spend action points for extra actions as normal. Furthermore, you cannot see clearly. Increase the difficulty of all tests that rely on vision by +2. These effects last until the injury has received medical attention.
Great.
Yeah, it basically fucks you.
Thanks, Prometheus, from the door for the explanation. Thank you.
It clatters to the floor in front of you guys. It can't sweep away back into the ceiling. It is now grounded. And then I'm going to roll an additional amount of dice. So it makes these two attacks, and then it looks like it's ready to engage in hand-to-hand combat with you guys. But as you're watching the injuries that, thank you, my darling, that's very kind of you. As you're watching the injuries that you have caused it, you can see them start to close up. Like the wounds are healing rapidly.
Okay.
Although it only healed 4 points damage, so that's pretty shit. Okay. Start the round.
I've got a question.
Ask your question.
Actually, it's for Tarkus. If you got your action, would you be able to do anything? Do you have any other guns?
I do, but I don't think I can hit anything right now.
I mean, if your injury was miraculously healed before your turn.
Yeah, I have another gun. Yeah, sure.
Okay, Okay. How was it to skip, like to go to the front
Luck
one
point.
luck point?
Spend a luck point and you effectively can act before anyone else does.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because
That's how everyone used to fuck me on in every combat.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do exactly that. How many? Do we have 0 action points, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna use first aid, and I have also 1 second. I have a medic perk, which means I can reroll. So Darkest is 1 injury. So how many? I need 2 successes.
Difficulty 2, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna just roll that. 1 second. Intelligence. Medicine. No fucking way. Okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna.
That
since I've
works.
already rolled. Since I've already rolled a 20, I'm gonna use the reroll thing just so we get some action points.
Okay.
Okay, so we get 1 action point.
So you get 1 action point back, and that works. But I need you to roll a d20 because you're going to do the secondary injury to him.
Oh my god.
So you fix his head, but in doing so, you do something else to him. What's a 4?
Torso.
Okay.
Also, yeah.
So you take a torso wound in the process. So in your haste to fix his head, you probably a weapon gouges into him and causes him an injury.
Oops.
Worth it.
It actually probably is better. What you've done is actually you've probably done him a favor, even though you've hurt him in the process, because a head injury is really debilitating, whereas a chest injury just means he's going to lose hit points.
How much hit point? How many hit points do you have, Darkus?
3.
Well,
Oh.
that's fine. You've got
More
a
than
whole 2
two.
turns. It's easy.
Okay.
Pretty good.
I'm gonna. Yeah, it's worth it. I'm gonna give the DM 1 AP and use the 1 AP that I have to take another action to heal him, because I can heal him a lot.
Okay.
Well, I guess
10.
DM, you have 13 now.
No, 10. I've been using them.
Okay.
No, 9, in fact. I've got 9. Including the one you've just given me back.
Yeah. Just a second, because I have something for this too. Okay, so when I heal someone using first aid, they get +1. So whatever I get, it's if I succeed, it's 6 + 1. So the difficulty, since he has 1 injury, let me see if it's the same as for the injury.
It's 1 + 1 for every injury that he's got. So the base difficulty of the roll is going to be 2.
Okay. Even for the healing, because
For healing damage, yeah. Yeah, injuries
Okay.
make it more difficult. So it's 1 + 1 for every injury that he's got. And then if you succeed, you'll give him back your full first aid skill or medicine skill. Is it first aid skill? Yeah, first aid skill.
Just check this, because it says with a difficulty equal to the number of injuries the patient has. So it might not be 1
No,
plus.
it's going to be
for
1
healing.
plus the difficulty because otherwise it'll be difficulty 0.
Without injuries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plenty.
Okay.
So you needed
wait,
2, so you get 2 action points back.
Yeah, so it's 6 + 1 already, because I got the thing. 7. How much? So Tarkus, you had 3. Now you would have 10. How many more would you be missing before your radiation thing?
3 more.
Okay. I mean, you're conscious. Do you want to get healed 2 more, or should we leave action points?
I should leave action points.
Okay, then you're gonna. I'm gonna heal him for 7, which is the base, and
Right.
we get 2 action points back.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay.
Lovely.
I'm gonna stay where I am, not going back to Morg.
Okay. Good. So that pushes.
Tarkus.
That's your turn done out of order. So Tarkus's turn is next. Your head clears immediately, and then you realise you've got a sucking chest wound.
Yay. All right. I'm gonna use my movement to go away from the angry squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the door, and then I'm gonna turn around and shoot him with my bolt action pipe rifle.
Okay.
Small
I greet
guns.
you and I bless you with good luck as you approach the door.
Fuck you, Tin Bucket. Useless piece of shit. Not repairing your shit again. Alright, and that's. I get an AP back, right?
Correct.
That's the damage.
Okay. Bullet-
Just 6 damage. Doesn't have any attributes.
The bullet rings out and impacts into its body. Causes some damage.
Great.
All done.
That's it.
Then good boy.
Do I take the damage now, by the way?
End of your turn, yes.
Alright.
2, right?
Yeah. Good boy is going to take a shot.
Oh my.
He's so
What's
good at
going
this.
on?
He's so good at this.
Nice.
Roll to assist. Brilliant. /R 1d6. Morg. I think you're going to fit. In fact, there's no point in rolling, is there? There might be.
Go ahead and
There might be a point in rolling. There might be a point.
go for it. Go for it.
Alright.
Let's see how you do.
Okay.
Does his gun not jam like everyone else's, Chris?
Nah.
No, this
Nah.
is funnier.
Nah. Well, this is funnier, so yeah.
You feel a bullet hit you in the back again. Nice. Prometheus.
Right?
So this thing has landed now, right?
It has landed, yes.
Okay. I'll give it a go.
You can see
I
your
go near him.
companions, and then you can see it squaring off against your companions.
Yeah, I'll go blaze it. Move up to it, and I do a flamer attack.
So you're moving up and flaming into Kate. Okay, that's cool. That's good, because flaming it from the door is probably a really good way to cook the rest of your buddies. But that's fine. No problem. Yeah, go for it. Good hit. +2 action points.
All right. Damage.
So,
Okay.
7.
Yeah. 7, and does it have more than...
It's 3 armor. So 4 base
Okay.
damage.
It's 3, it's rounded down. So yeah, just say it's nothing.
Okay, so it's 4. So that's... And then 4... Yeah. 4 turns. So it is on fire. It's going to take persistent damage.
This thing plays before or after Morg?
After.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to use one more action point to move back where I was.
Okay, you
Like,
get out
you're
of melee
literally
range.
An action point.
See.
Nice.
Like,
Yeah.
you're not even organic. What is this?
I'm inside the doorway. I
Fine.
don't give a fuck.
Can see that.
Fine, no problem. Dr. Palmer?
Nope.
You've had your turn, so Morg is next.
All right. Is it within combat range?
It is within combat range.
Great. I'm gonna try to whack it with my board.
Quack, 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 quack.
Strength, melee. Three successes.
3 successes is a hit, plus 2 action points.
Nice.
I'll bank those for now. You know, at least I'm good like that. And then 8.
8. So vicious persistent.
Well-
Fucking hell. Okay. So that's 12 minus 3 is 9 points of damage. Putting it to
13.
oh, it's 5, isn't it? My apologies. Yep.
13.
So it's on 41. But it also takes 13, 10 P for 5 turns. So you hit it with a board, you rake the nail down, and it kind of moves not quite in a straight line. It kind of follows the outline of some of the bone spurs and opens up a horrible wound that starts immediately leaking. It's a good hit.
Yep.
Do it again.
All right. I'll go ahead and spend 2 action points
Okay.
and 1 more for an extra die.
Cool.
So there we go. 3 successes.
Beautiful. So that's 1 action point back.
All right, I'll bank that. And then oh
Got any luck points left?
no, I do not. So,
Okay, so 7 is 8, 9, 10 minus 3 is 7.
Mm.
So that's 48. And then an additional 7 P3. Okay, so you're wailing on it with the board, hitting into the body, making massive slashes into its flesh. As you're doing this, like, everybody in the party is getting slowly covered with spatters of dark reddish brown gore. Are you done, or do you want to go another time?
oh God. How many action points would this be?
2 action points.
2. Oh, okay. And
But
then
it's
I can
now-
do 1 more.
But that's difficulty 3.
All right, I'll use the 3 for the extra die just to see if it works.
Okay.
Let's see if it works. I thought I did it. There we go.
Nice.
4.
Did it 4? So that's 1 extra action point back.
On
Gotcha.
a roll.
So that's another hit. Excellent.
And okay, board time.
Board time. Come on,
La,
big
la, la.
big hit this time. Come on, V.
Oh, come on, big hit. I sent it in. Oh, there we go.
Ooh. 16.
16 minus 3 is 13. So it's same thing again. So 50, 61 plus 13 P3. Cool. Okay. Are you going any more, or are you done?
Morgul take a step back to try to make it more difficult for the beast to hit him.
Okay. Are you remaining
Yes.
in melee range, though?
Yeah, he's still like in melee range. So
Cool.
you know what? He'll step out of melee range. That way, if the beast will have to move towards him
Okay.
as a match.
Okay.
He'll hide behind Dr. Palmer.
Okay. Okay. So my understanding of the situation is that Tarkus has stepped back to the corridor. Prometheus has stepped back to the corridor. Are you stepping back to the corridor, or are you staying in this zone? That's really what I want to know.
Morgul's still be in the zone.
Okay, cool. Ralph.
Stranger.
Mysterious stranger.
Ooh.
Do you remember what you got to do for the mysterious stranger? You got the rules for it all set up?
Yeah, what do you think? Okay, so he's got an agility of 6 and a small guns of agility of 10 and small guns for 6.
Yeah.
Small guns counts as a tag skill, and I rolled 3d20 for attack.
So roll 3d20. Everything under 16 is a hit, and anything under 6 is a counts as critical.
I mean,
So there's
That's
So
fine.
there's
Don't worry about that. That still
3
hits.
successes. So 3 successes and a 20, yeah?
All right, don't worry about the 20. That's not a problem.
Okay.
The mysterious
And
stranger is
then-
immune to 20s.
Cool. Okay, it's a custom 44 Magnum revolver, 8 CD damage. So if I just get that and put in 8 combat dice.
Yeah.
So that's 8 CD damage, piercing 1, vicious physical damage.
Okay, so that's
Was that 10?
so
Yeah.
that's 10 damage, and you ignore all of its armor.
Yep.
So you will do 71. Interesting. Is that the end of your turn?
I don't know. Do I get an action as well as the Mysterious Stranger? Or is the
Yeah.
Mysterious Stranger... Right, okay, I will shoot it with my sword of shotgun.
Is the shotgun a two-handed weapon, by the way?
No, it's sawn off, so it's single-handed.
All right, no, it hits. Okay, it
Yeah,
hits.
it hits. That's 4, 6 because it's vicious and it's piercing.
Piercing, so that reduces it by 2. So its armor is only worth 1 now. So that's 6. So it's taken 5 points of damage. Okay, that's really interesting. Okay, cool.
it has also spread, no? Doesn't do any more damage from it.
Does have spread.
So that would be half, so 6 would be 3.
It's
3.
not interesting anymore.
So that's so it's going to be 2 and 2, so an additional 4, which takes it to that. That's hilarious.
Well, it has persistent from the flamer, so after its turn, it's gonna.
No, and
Get
from the
the
board, most importantly.
Yeah.
And
So that's perfect. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. You've done a total of 80 points of damage to it collectively, and that last shot that you just did, and as you pull the trigger, there is a the pellets fly out of the barrel of your gun and cause the damage, but something goes wrong with your gun. You think maybe something is misaligned or the triggering mechanism isn't working properly. You're going to need to repair it. But one thing I can tell you about that is that was exactly the amount of damage needed. You've done up to 80 points of damage, and it's got 30 points of damage coming to it in persistent effects after its turn. So it's going to get an attack, or it's going to get 2 attacks, and then it's going to fall over.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright, brace.
Okay. So,
Here we go.
So 1d3 now.
it is 1d3 now.
But we don't know
What?
who is what anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
Bill is
They-
1, you're 2, Morg is 3.
Alright, spoilers. Alright, let's go.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky Ralph. Lucky Ralph.
Come on, roll a 0. Roll like you do with Good Boy.
2 successes, that's a hit.
Yep.
For a total of 7 points of damage.
Okay, so that's 3 more.
Okay.
Yep.
And I will roll another D3. Oh, Dr. Palmer.
Shouldn't Ralph roll for?
But the 100 thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, roll a percentile for me. Roll high or low, whichever you like. High's good.
24.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Dr. Palmer, that's a
Yeah,
hit.
that hits. See the damage.
Let's see the damage, shall we? 10 damage, minus whatever your armor is.
Where? It's important.
Okay. Slash 1d20. Right in the 3.
Is it is it physical?
It is.
Okay, I get an injury. And 7, wait. 3, 4. Okay. I mean, I don't think I'll take the damage since there will be no more turn, but I get an injury anyway. I just need to write it somewhere.
Okay. And also, can you make a roll a d100 for me, please?
Yeah.
Roll anything above 10 and you're good.
Look at this.
Cool.
No way.
I'm gonna join Tarkus.
No way.
Marvelous. Okay.
Arcus is gonna be like, take a ride in my helicopter, and then the doctor's gonna be like, yeah, sure. And then while he's in the helicopter, then she suddenly ghouls out on him, and then
Didn't he
You
roll
crash.
a 5 as well?
Yeah, but
He did.
but they'd both be infected. So they'll go over the helicopter. They'll both call out. The helicopter
Good
crashes.
family.
The end of the story.
Okay.
Okay, cool. At the end of that, so it makes the 2 attacks, and as it lands the final blow, the fire that's on it, and all of the ridiculous amount of persistent bleed effects that the Morg's board has put on it, all take its toll, and it falls to the floor and splashes down into the sludge at your feet.
Okay, so does Dr. Palmer know exactly what this scratch that doesn't look that great is about?
Doesn't look great.
Yeah, but what do I know?
I mean,
What happens if a juggernaut scratches me really badly?
no, but the wound itself, like immediately, as soon as you like after the conflict is finished, as soon as you look at the wound, you realise that's not right. It's immediately festering.
Yeah. Is there anything we can apply to slow down the festering? Do I know anything that
Sure. Yeah,
could
absolutely.
be used?
Yeah, right away.
Okay. Do we have any radaways? That like the one maybe that didn't we find some back in my room, from what I remember?
Yeah, we have a right away here.
Okay, well I think I immediately say I ask where are the radaways and do we have to?
Yes, we have to.
Great. So we should take like you one, me one, since like I can see your wound is the same as mine, I suppose, right? GM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we
it's
should take the
they're
radaways.
both festering wounds. Like thinking about it, they're not. It's not the same as the bites that the blinded give, but the festering of the wound is similar. You think it's probably going to have the same sort of effect.
Okay. Well, I tell Tarkus, okay, let's take these radaways because the juggernaut bites and scratches, they are just as dangerous as the ones of the blinded. Like, I don't know what can happen. Can we transform? I don't know.
Why right away? In character, Tarkus wouldn't get why thing that chases away irradiation would have to do with the festering wound.
Am I supposed to know the answer to that question?
You know that Radaway is a way to slow down the effects of the infection.
Okay, well, I tell him it is to slow down the infection. I don't think we can cure it with anything right now, but I could come up with a cure. If we
Okay,
get
that's okay. Okay, fine. Cool.
right. Well, I take one rod away from the group stash. I stab myself with it.
Okay.
I mean, we don't have to like make any rolls, right?
No, you just use it. The effects on the wound is dramatically quick. The festering reduces quite dramatically, but it's still, you can tell that there's still an infection. It's just stalled.
Okay. I take the other rod away. I stab Tarkus with it.
Okay. Tarkus explodes.
Yeah, well, now I turn to the group and I say, well, now we need power. Because if we don't get that virus out and I get my notes out of the computer, both me and Tarkus are dead. Right? I write to the GM.
Why
out of
do you
character.
think they carry a disease or something?
So there was a chance of getting infected by getting injured by these things. I didn't know that they would have the same kind of wound, that they would leave the same kind of wound as the blinded did, but they seem to be. So I'm assuming that they carry the same danger that the bite of the blinded did, which is that we may turn, correct me if I'm wrong, we may turn into one of them. Right?
Yeah, cool.
Probably.
Great.
I mean, it's effectively like a bite from the blinded. So there's a chance that if it runs its course, you'll either die, turn into one of the blinded, or you'll have a 3% chance of turning into a juggernaut.
Yeah, and also considering the things that I, as Rosalind, know from before, if I get my notes and I get the 2 samples that are in this room, I have a chance of reversing this.
Maybe that wasn't what your original project was about. You were about creating and inflicting, not fixing. But maybe you'd have a much greater chance of being able to do something about it if you had access to the all the data. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that to the group. To the group, I'm going to say that I need that in order to create the cure, and that's it. They don't have to know that there is a chance I might not be able to do it, because then they might not want to turn on the power. So.
Okay.
Okay, but where's the power again?
In the previous room. But we should probably open the security door here first, so that we can leave in case the reactors start malfunctioning, right? Because that's the reason why we didn't turn on the power in the first place.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna go around the room and collect my toilet seat, hairbrush, baby bottle, teddy bear, and baseball bat.
Okay.
And I need to roll, right?
Yeah. You don't need to make a roll. You collect your accoutrement back up. That's fine. I'm quite happy to do that.
I have all of my ammo back then. Yeah, well, this sucks.
Yeah, maybe the good doctor up at that highway, how was it called? I don't remember. Can help you with that anyway.
I seriously doubt he is better than me, but why not try?
Okay, guys, we're going to draw a veil over it here. We'll pick it up next time. Dealing with the fallout of Fallout.
Literally.
Thanks everyone for watching. Catch up with us next time to see what happens.
Bye.
Cheers all.